Okay.
I'm
So,
gonna go as fast as I can in this battle. I really am. I'm on fast forward and everything.
that's all good. We'll just
Much faster!
get in and start doing stuff till you're ready.
Yay! Get on in and dig on deep. Bitch.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh.
Gunday.
So, Kai, did you think it was alright to share that map with everybody?
Yeah, sure.
So I got about 2 hours, guys, because I got work in the morning.
All right.
Oh wow, I broke the gate open. That was fucking fast. Awesome.
But Riddick's here, so we'll still have 4 out of 5, which is good.
Okay,
I mean, you can play with my character. You can keep using it, so that's not a problem.
Well,
that thread has got both the file itself and a zip if you want to download it that way. I actually had trouble just downloading it the normal way. And
oh, holy crap! Yeah, dude. Loading the JPEG like a typewriter. Ding!
Yeah.
Ding! Ding! Wow. A zip for a single JPEG.
when shit has gone too far.
Holy crap.
Oh, dude, the Chaos, they have a hero. His name is Sun Eater. He is an ogre dragon. That's what he's called.
The fuck?
And he is just a titanic, monstrous, like four-legged, like ogre
Dragon?
body attached to like a brontosaurus. So it's like a giant ogre dinosaur that carries around a big ass hammer that's bigger than a human. Like, oh, it's fucking cool. I like it. The Chaos are awesome.
That's nuts.
No one fucks with the Chaos. They've got
I
dragon
haven't
ogres.
been in elementary school for a while, so I don't remember what a brontosaurus is.
It's the big giant leaf-eating ones with the
That's what I
really
figured it
long
was, with the
necks.
big ass neck, the giraffe of dinosaurs.
Right. So instead of the neck, cut that off and attach a giant ogre body.
So it's like a centaur style thing, except brontosaur orc instead of human horse.
Yes.
The fuck?
So mega huge. I lost one of my giants. Aw, man.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, man.
Oh
One of my
man.
giants fell. Oh, man.
Oh man.
I might capture this point. Yeah, I captured the point before I rallied the enemy, or before I routed the enemies.
I don't know if you realize, Drax,
Victory.
but Battlefront 2 is coming out in like 2 months.
I know.
I hadn't realized how close it was already. T-Bird's freaking out. I'm like, oh,
November.
I promise, me and Drax will be
Right?
right there with you.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. What are we playing on?
This. PC.
Computer?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope my computer plays it okay.
Should.
Should. But my computer's being a bitch. So I'm hoping. And if it's not, well, I will move heaven and earth to fix things.
Right.
I don't know.
Move heaven and earth.
I'm really stressed out about that all of a sudden.
Don't worry.
No. I am worried. Don't tell me not to worry.
Don't tell me to calm down. I am calm.
Don't tell me to use rationalism. How dare you? Okay. I am saving right now. So, in my game, the requirement to win is to raise 50 settlements. I have now raised 72.
Dude, this
I need
map
to
is
wipe
so
out the
big,
human.
it lags out paint trying to scroll around and look at things.
What are you talking about?
The giant-ass map that Kazan found. When I zoom
Uh,
all the way out, I can't even see
would
the
you
whole
be
map.
so kind as put that in my Steam for me?
Kazan? Oh, he wouldn't have you on Steam. Yeah, I'll get you.
Sorry, what? Huh? What?
I got you. Don't worry. It's just Drax being a woman. I mean, high maintenance. Sorry.
Wow.
Just kidding. Just kidding. There you go.
Just wow.
So in that first message there's the JPEG, which will take fucking 20 minutes to load fully, or you can just do the zip and look at it that way.
That is amazing.
It's crazy, right? Dude, paint is struggling to handle it. I can zoom all the way out and I can't see the whole thing in paint.
I know it's a
That's nuts. Anyways, we are all here and ready to roll.
Yes, let's.
So is Riddick not here?
He is indeed.
Awesome. So
he's
we're
just
all
real quiet.
here.
Yep.
Oh, we were typing while you guys were talking.
Here. Oh, nice. I like how it's just right there, Riddick. Sorry, Riddick. I'm stupid. I have my moments. Extreme intelligence. JPEG fire. I don't think I want to do that. Okay.
Well, we wouldn't be standing around waiting for him. I mean, he's back up there with Gundren, fucking watching
Yeah,
over
good
shit.
lord.
Kyle have to figure
So
out what
we
happens.
wouldn't have to sit around waiting for him to summon whatever he's gonna summon.
Oh, good lord. That is quite a map.
Yeah, just a second here.
Endless sea. Just so happens to be endless.
The cool thing about this familiar, guys, he can be in the range of touch to an enemy, and I don't have to be, and I can cast a touch spell through him.
Oh, that's handy. That's really cool.
Aye, that is really cool.
Just in case if anyone's looking at the map and can't find where we're at, because that's a real possibility. It's on the north half and the west half, and then probably like if you're looking at the whole thing, about a third of the way from the left. I'm awful at giving
Wow.
directions, I know.
Yeah,
No, you're right. I'm
two-thirds from the
looking at it.
left, top left quarter of the right side, 2 down, and half past X. What? I wasn't actually looking,
Exactly.
so it didn't make any sense.
See the continents.
So where's the map? I pulled it up.
This was a web link. It's in TeamSpeak. Kazan popped up. It's
Why
not.
talking about that?
It's not. Oh, okay.
You should see under images and maps. I can share it here in a second too.
A better way to word what I was trying to say was the main continent there in the middle. We're on the northwest portion
corner.
of that.
That's what I thought. So we're like right below the ice continents up there, huh? Or where it turns icy.
Yeah, we're south of Icewind Dale.
Icewind Dale. Why I said it like that, but it needed to.
Because you, my friend, are crazy.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Can't disagree with that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There it is.
Yeah.
Which
Cool.
map are we on?
I hope we Kyle spawn it for us when he's ready. I hope
Oh.
we go up into the icy mountains. That would be cool.
There are so many cool places that I would love to visit.
Do-do-do-do. All right, so what are we waiting for?
I'm making something for Riddick.
Take your time.
Oh, while we're sitting here, Ollie, did you think of any tweaks you'd like me to make to your look? Change some colors, move something around, add a little bit of armor or something?
Not
Anything, really.
specifically.
Well, let me know. Yours is pretty cool by itself.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that itself.
I'll have to find something for you to do for mine.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I'm sure Kai can give you the whole options of the mages, and then you just pick one and tell me what you want to change, and I will happily change it. I really enjoy it, actually. It's a lot of fun.
I wish that I knew what happened to my flash drive with Photoshop, because I think you would enjoy that a lot more.
Oh, dude, I loved Photoshop.
Oh, dude, it's great. It's like magic.
Yeah, I fucking love using that.
I wish I knew how to use Illustrator. That shit is insane.
I used Flash a lot. I did some crazy stuff with Flash. But
Dude, Illustrator,
I don't even know what that
literally
is,
make
really.
anything with Illustrator. It's like Photoshop, but more for designing like images and like making them 3D and stuff.
So, but I thought that's what Photoshop did.
Yeah, but it's Photoshop is more like image manipulation. Illustrator is more like image creation.
Oh, okay. Good way to put that.
Yeah, I had to
Is-
think about it for a minute because
that
I was
is
like,
well put.
yeah. But yeah, it's really cool if you know what you're doing. I really wish I would have had OT teach me when I was working at because while I was busting my ass, he was fucking around with Illustrator. He just pissed me off. I used to be working all hard. I used to walk over. Look at what I did with my resume with Illustrator. And I come over and it's got all these really cool designs and shit. Are you kidding me?
And you're like,
That's
dude,
fucking cool.
dude,
but
that's cool, but
we're
can
working.
you please help me? It's cool enough that you're almost okay with him not having done anything.
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
One of those, man, that is awesome. Wait a minute, you're screwing me. Get back to work.
Man, none of the shields on Hero Forge are big enough for what I imagined Hind having.
That's a bummer.
That one's close. Like if he planted it on the ground in front of him, I want it to come up to his shoulder. And he's 6'2". He's got a big fucking shield.
Yeah. It is a pretty big ass shield.
Okay, Riddick, click the PC button. And you should see Spider Bro there.
Spider Bro.
Spider Bro, oh my gosh.
I remember that story.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to work on your naming here.
I think it's
You
brilliant.
can change the name if you want.
Are you summoning a familiar?
I did.
No.
And it's a spider?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just wait till I have it right on one of your guys' backs.
Kemler
have
wouldn't
it-
mind.
You have it on Hind's shield, so it just hops off and onto the guy I'm fighting. They
That
wouldn't
might be
even
a good
notice.
idea.
I love the portrait for Spider Bro.
Right? It's an elf.
That's what Spider Bro would look like if we personified him.
Or her. Apparently. Maybe. I don't know.
Spider
His name is
Bro?
Brow.
Female Spider
can-
Bro?
You can change it to whatever. Use your imagination.
Or don't. Just
So-
leave it like it is. That'd be fine too.
Spider Bro, I
We'll
choose
say that-
you.
We'll say that you, because you guys took a short rest, so Riddick absolutely would have had time to have done this back at camp with Gundren. So, while the others were out there, you used your ritual magic to bring forth this magical spider who is now entwined with your fate.
Cool.
Whoa, you can teleport this thing.
And,
Nice.
phase him out and bring him back, but he can't really do much when he's phased out, it looks like.
Yeah. That's still kind of cool. I will be right back, and then we will continue.
Sweet.
Sounds good. I don't know.
That's cool. I can have it do actions, or I can I can use a turn to see through its eyes, or ears, or eyes and ears, and basically see what's going on somewhere if I wanted to send it somewhere. But it only lasts until it comes back to my turn. I can have him do regular tasks. It can take other actions, but it can't attack.
What are you listening to, Riddick?
Wingspan TT is a streamer for EVE Online.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've listened to him a lot.
Do you play?
He's awesome. Huh?
Do you play?
Yeah, I'm with Galmil.
Dude, I've been thinking about getting back in the game. Is your corp cool?
The Alliance is cool. The Corp is kind of a shell corp, really. It's for everybody here in R79T that wants to play EVE. Pasha's got a character. Gecko's got a character. Who else? So it's me, Pasha, Gecko. Thunder, I think, has a character. Morticia's character is still in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Does she use it?
No.
Say, I have a corp. I mainly use it to keep all my guys and money together. And because I'm going to do incursions, I didn't want to be paying taxes to anyone else but myself.
Yeah,
That's what
the
I mainly
Corp
do
is,
for money.
The Corp is the 79th Raptor Talon flight.
It's cool. We need have roams and stuff and do incursion fleets.
Yeah, we're
There
out.
we go.
We're out in low sec space with Galente Militia.
I've never done faction.
I don't really do the faction warfare stuff. I just go out for the solo fights and the small gang fights that it gives out.
There's that link is the new tank mode, Hind.
My
Let's
guy
see.
just finished all 4 of his battleship level 5 skills.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when you think of some good ideas for my little familiar to do, he can do distractions or like help out. You can use him like to help
Well,
you.
yeah, I mean, whatever
He's a
you can,
spider, so he'll be useful.
yeah, whatever you can think of, but Hind will be the first into every room, unless we're trying to be stealthy. So, if you want to have someone to bring your familiar into a good spot for you to use those touches, he'll be your man. But I don't know, just whatever you can think of.
Hind? I like it. Looks
What
good.
kind of like
Thank you.
armor does Hind wear?
He's got chainmail right now, but he's going for the heaviest armor we can acquire. If you click
Maybe I
on
sh-
the
Maybe
link I
should
just
have
put in
him
TeamSpeak,
actually like hide underneath your cape towards the bottom,
or on the back of the shield.
or that too. Yeah, be like your little friend, and I can maybe semi-permanently assign him to like help you, so
That'd
that
be
you're like
fucking cool.
have an advantage for a while.
Dude, that would be so cool. And it's funny because I'm actually arachnophobic, so for me to carry around a shield with a fucking spider sitting on the inside all the time would be.
Are you arachnophobic for real, or just in a game?
I am. Hind does not.
Okay.
That might make an interesting flaw, though.
Right. I'm not very cool with spiders either, but hey, this spider's cool. He'll talk to you.
I like spiders, so you know.
Fuck that.
Posh has been to my
We'll
house.
have to ask Kai
They're
about
literally
that.
everywhere.
It's
Not
a
the
good
help
thing you like
part of it.
spiders. That's all I gotta say.
What was that?
I said it's a good thing you like spiders.
Yeah.
Fucking, we're sitting in your kitchen and one just crawls across the table. What the fuck?
Okay.
So Kai, we had a interesting talk here. The help thing, where you can have your familiar like help, so you like get like an advantage. Is that like something where like we've been talking about him like kind of like riding around with Hind, be like so long as he's riding around with Hind, he's helping Hind.
I would maybe once per encounter.
Oh, so it's got
Yeah,
an advantage grant ability
yeah.
to use once per
I'm not
encounter.
gonna let a spider on somebody's shoulder give you advantage and everything.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Right.
Advantage is a big deal. Everyone Hind encounters is arachnophobic, and he just has a giant tarantula on his shoulder. Advantage, advantage, advantage.
Could be really tiny. I don't know.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It is size tiny. Okay, so you guys have defeated the Spectator. Riddick, roll me a 2d20s, please.
Can we have the map,
No.
please? Hey, there we
You
go.
can't handle the map.
He said,
You can't handle the map.
Okay. So, Riddick, how do you want to get back with the party? Want to follow the trail of dead people?
I don't even know where I'm at, but sure, that sounds good.
Well, let me unhide you.
Ha!
There we go. So you were there. They went down into the little crevice there. There's a rope from one of the stalagmites that goes down there, and then they went to the east through that little cave.
I have a question. I've got some chalk on me. I know I didn't say it at the time, but would it be okay for Ollie to have maybe been leaving marks of where
You
we've
guys,
been?
you guys had discussed that last time, so yeah.
Did we? Okay. I couldn't remember if I had said that or not, but that was the reason I bought chalk.
Jesus Christ, he's just like flying through walls.
Bloop.
Suddenly the doors burst open. There's Riddick.
Holy shit!
Kendler just jumps up.
Hi!
Hammer out. And his
He
hand
turns his eyes
extended,
away
just
from the rest of the party and gets stabbed in the back again.
Hey, bros.
This is a really good way to get shot with a crossbow, man.
Yeah, dude. Born a man next
All
time.
right, here, we can play Marco Polo on my way in. Marco.
Who's Polo?
Except for the hello part, that's kind of what this room looks like there for you, Riddick. It's basically like a magical workshop. There's clearly been a giant spell battle here. And in the middle of the room is a brazier, like a little fire pit sort of thing, with a weak sort of green flame that does not burn things to the touch in it. And hopefully the body of the spectator laying on the ground next to it.
Well, we're gonna leave that right
Oh,
where
no.
it is.
We're gonna
Yep.
take that thing and take it into the next room and smash it a little bit more.
It only
Maybe I
came
can
back
learn
because I
something
put it
from it.
into the fire.
Yeah, I carved some pieces off of it.
Oh, that's right, you did. Yep. So
Creepy
once
looking thing.
once we get over Riddick startling us, Heinz says, "I know that we were working the right is right rule for this maze, but I have a good feeling about that tunnel to the north where we can hear the waves crashing. The water is clearly blocked, so maybe we can find something up there worthwhile before we continue."
Well, I would normally agree, and I'm really curious to see how that goes, but the South Passage, hang on,
Can I say something out of character real quick?
go ahead.
Normally when we finish off a dungeon, once we conclude what we're looking for and we finish it, everything tends to disappear. So it might behoove us to be a little bit more thorough before we jump to the end of the dungeon.
Ah, good point.
What I was thinking was that we could go to this place south of us right here, and that's
Yeah,
really
there's like
the
another
last.
building.
That's the last place on this side. I don't want anything to come up behind us, you know. And maybe,
Yeah.
maybe from there we'd be all right to go north.
There's still some
Yeah, let's
shit
go
in the
finish off.
northwest, but
Oh,
Oh
Riddick.
yeah.
No, he's saying just on this side.
Riddick, as you approach this area, the cavern outside those two doors, it's glittering minerals are in the water, or the side of the ceiling. There's dozens of skeletons, many of them crushed under falling debris. The cave is large enough that you see the two buildings. It's almost like the minerals in the ceiling are kind of reflecting back light, so it's kind of like a starry sky sort of thing.
cool.
And this entire area you recognize as having a subtle aura of magic, and that aura goes much, much stronger as you get to the room you just entered.
That's right. You told us that the magic seems to resonate from the fire in the middle of the room there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perhaps I need to examine the fire and learn something from it.
We already tried putting it out with water, and that didn't work.
We tried
I tried
putting
lighting
things
a
in
fire.
it.
And the fire resurrects that piece of shit right there. Kicks the spectator.
Well, maybe it has other uses.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana
Aye.
check.
If I can find it.
And a tower too, please.
Ah, right, the tower. I forgot.
Roll them checks in the tower. They're a secret.
So during your magical studies, you'd heard of this cave before, and this was where the dwarves and the gnomes did all the mining, and then they would forge different weapons and armor, and then give it over to the human mages, who would imbue them with magical powers. And this, to your arcanic mind, it seems to be kind of the center of where that would happen.
Well,
This
do
could be
you,
useful, guys.
do you have any moves to pull Reddick on that fire, or should we continue?
Could always try to acquire its power, maybe apply it to someone's weapon.
So
Or shield.
Ollie had stuck a sword in it earlier. and the fire sort of like traversed across the edge of the sword, and then Ali pulled it out. It didn't seem to have any effect or anything. However, Aiden had shot early on the spectator, and then for some reason Hind put the spectator in the fire. And after they killed it the second time, Aiden ended up with what appears to be an enchanted arrow.
So he shot the spectator, and then I put the spectator in the fire with an arrow in him, and after we killed the spectator, he retrieved that arrow, and it was magical?
He retrieved a couple different ones from the battle, but one of them in particular seemed to have been enchanted.
So it's like a soul stone kind of thing? Like it absorbed the spectator's life and enchanted the weapon? That's what I'm getting out of that.
I don't know, Riddick. What do you think?
Seems more like touch the spectator and flame together, imbued it with the power.
Well,
Or someone who can use magic.
we could stick my sword through the spectator and put it back in the fire.
No.
Or
that's a
perhaps
shit
I
idea. No.
Heinz
Or
seems
perhaps I
very
can
excited
hold your
with that
sword
idea.
and enchant it instead.
Say what?
Or perhaps I can hold your sword and enchant it instead.
Yeah, okay, so Hind hands over his sword. Talon. Oh wait, it's already magical. Can that even receive enchantments?
It might be able to, or you might want to try a mundane weapon.
I can give you my bow.
Yeah, I don't want to
That
risk
might-
Talon.
Alright. And now,
So,
give me
yeah,
that
I'm-
bow.
Yep, gonna give you the bow.
Okay,
Riddick walks
and-
over to the little urn thing and starts speaking some magical words.
Okay, and what exactly are you doing?
Some magical words.
What should we attempt to enchant it with?
I do not know, man. I don't know anything about the magical side of this.
What effect did it have on the arrow before?
Gives me a +1 to damage rolls,
And it turned green, just like the fire.
but it's only a one-time use. It's one arrow.
So, like, what are you doing with the bow exactly?
Sticking
What
it
if you
in the fire?
combined? What if you took blood from
Okay.
the spectator and poured it with the bow into the fire?
As you hold the
Interesting
bow
idea.
in the fire, the flames sort of lick and start kind of tracing the outline of the bow. It's not burning your hand though, so you're able to hold it in there.
Just keep holding it. Let's see what happens.
And bring me some of the spectator's blood. Let's apply it to the bow and see if it has any greater effect.
I'll look over at Aiden.
How long are you holding it in there?
Give it a minute.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give him the flap of skin that I cut off of the spectator. Hopefully it's got some blood and enough residue to do something.
Okay, and how do you use that flap of skin?
Get and rub it down the length of the bow.
That is horrendous.
While it's in the elemental fire.
Across
Ollie's
the blow
just
while
watching
Kimler's
this
it's
just
going,
watching this
"What the
like,
hell?"
It's in the most horrifying manner ever. You start caressing the bow with this spectator skin, and after holding it in the fire for a minute, you notice that, like, where your hand is touching it, it has kind of grown a little warmer than it was before.
Interesting.
It seems like something is working, fellas. It's starting to warm up. Seems like the fire's having an effect. Let's hold it here longer and see how it does. Try it another minute.
Okay.
It seems unchanged. It's still just warm. Although after the second minute, you detect that it kind of almost is glowing a little bit.
Glowing a little bit. Nice.
With what I see, bring me more of the spectator. I I need to apply more of his powers
Oh my.
to enchant the weapon.
I've already rolled to cut from the spectator, so if somebody else can roll to cut from the spectator.
Is it cutting from him or just draining blood?
Either
Kind of
or.
shoving your hand
Either
in him.
way.
Bring me his heart,
Kind of
perhaps.
shove your hand in the wound. Just need some blood.
Alright, so I'll just give you a nature check, I guess.
Okay, so you remove your gauntlet and reach into this horrendous thing, kind of digging in back through the optic nerve and feeling around for some gooey bits to pull out.
I'm gonna throw up.
There's this disgusting sucking sound as you pull your hand out, and you've got something that feels grainy yet moist at the same time as you remove your hand, and without even looking, you just kind of hold it out to Riddick.
Yep. I'm gonna throw up. Take it.
Oh, thank you. I want to leave
You
the room.
guys do know that that thing was intelligent and alive and sentient, right?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Didn't know enough not to die.
I set the goblet next to the fire that we have here, and I begin to take my fingers into the goblet and apply it in parts around the bow. And attempt to apply more to it. See
Hind
if we can
is
get more power out of the
staggering
flame.
around looking for water.
Okay.
Wash my hands,
So
please.
you start to smear this awful over the bow, and you notice as you're touching it that it seems to be warm across the entire the bow, and it still has that kind of subtle green look to it. But now, of course, it's got this purple ichor dripping.
Pull it out. Let's see what it is.
I think we've done as much as we can. Let's take this out of here and wipe it down. Hopefully you have a better weapon.
Can you try to identify what enchantment has been applied to it?
Give me an Arcana check, please, Riddick. And you notice after you wipe everything off, the glow seems to fade. Riddick, you do still sense that there is something magical about this bow now, though.
Neat.
Well, let's go
This bow
try it
feels
out.
different. Perhaps it'll, once you start to use it again, we'll see how good it can help you in future battles.
So I take my bow back from him and wipe it off a little bit, and then sling it back over my shoulder.
As you're wiping it, it does feel different. The weight's a little different. I don't know if you want to use Kemmler as a pincushion, but you sense that it is a little bit more powerful than it was before.
Kemmler just kind of gives you a strange look.
It's imbued with Kemmler tongue.
Waves his hand at Kemmler and says, "Don't worry, I'm not testing it on you. We'll find something else to test it on. I'm sure in the heat of combat, I'll figure out what has happened to this bow."
Yes, yes. And remember, the heat of combat. Don't shoot me.
I wasn't aiming at you, but understood.
It was an obvious risk.
So are we
It's
going
totally
to
worth
this? Are we going to this place south of us now?
Did we
Yeah.
check that room to the north?
Yeah,
think
it
we're
was
gonna
just
do-
old empty workshop.
Oh, okay.
So, to the south?
Yeah. So Hind's up here looking out and down and across and around.
We see over down to the left over there.
God damn it. It's really weirding me out having Spider Bro on me.
Well, he's riding on the back of your shield, man.
Okay, yeah, so if there's nothing
You
new,
look
Kai
really uneasy.
will move on down into here.
Would you like me to take the spider?
Well, Hind's fine with it. It's me that is weirded out.
So you can tell that the cavern to the south is that same fungus one that you guys had seen before, with kind of the green fuzzy carpet and like the ballooning ones that just seem ready to
Explosive
pop at any moment.
Spores.
The doors leading to this room here, the 2 double doors that you're about to there, they're cracked as well. Their iron hinges are partially melted as well. And it looks like the spell battle was fierce here as well.
All right.
Do you guys think there's another spectator in there?
Perhaps I should send my spider to investigate.
Only one way to find out.
All right, right before we kick in the door, that bless us?
I'd save your spell. I think we can handle whatever we find.
All right.
I'm gonna hide right back where I am here.
Okay, so I guess Hind will try to push this door open here.
Yeah, strength check.
Big truck.
Strength. First roll of the night.
So just as you go to kind of check the door open, you feel something move on your shoulder, and you just look at it, and you just end up kind of face planting against the door because you thought there was a spider still on your shoulder.
Well, that didn't go very well. Can I try again?
You're lucky you didn't injure yourself.
Jesus.
All right, this time I'll help you.
Thank you.
You get advantage, or should I roll 1 too?
Oh, that's right. How does that work?
Yeah, go ahead and do advantage.
Advantage. Cool.
So Hendrik gazes into Kemmler's eyes and sees the support from his dwarvish friend and is just filled flush with, just the love of the dwarf.
Oh, God.
And while maintaining eye contact, just reaches out, taps the door with his finger, and it just bursts inwards across the room.
What the fuck?
Tap!
Storm.
Boom!
Someone
Love, man.
may have gotten a 20.
Awesome.
Nice.
Alright. And he just strides in confidently.
So
Kemmler
dust
has
and
support.
ash. There's dust and ash everywhere. The walls have been blackened by fire, and heaps of debris beneath the sagging ceiling show that this room was damaged by a destructive blast. The furnishings, tables, chairs, bookshelves, and beds, are charred or splintered, but otherwise well preserved. A scorched iron chest stands near the foot of one of the beds.
Careful, everyone. The ceiling seems weak in here. I'll give you a perception to see what we see. Unless someone else wants to do that.
Eden.
Sure.
Yeah, I got the perception sign.
+5.
Let's see.
You don't see any traps or anything.
Once they've cleared that, Ollie's just gonna make a beeline for that chest.
What was on the floor again?
Heinz
Okay.
is going to step up to this door here. Not going to do anything, but he's there.
What'd you say, Riddick?
What was on that floor again near the end of the bed or whatever it was?
An iron chest.
Is it on the north bed or the south bed?
North.
Shall I try to open the chest, guys?
Let's see.
Excuse me. Let Ollie.
Yeah, I think that's up Ollie's alley. Ollie's alley.
He can try if he wants
Ollie,
to.
Ollie? Ollie Alley.
We live on Ollie Alley.
Indeed.
Well, if you're a better luck, like,
Okay, I'll check see if it's locked or if it's trapped too.
Give me a perception check.
Make sure it's not breathing. I don't want to fight a mimic.
A what?
A mimic?
forgot what that's from.
They're,
So-
Everything.
they're living
living
chests.
chests,
Yeah, they're
Eden.
monsters disguised as treasure chests. Always really tough.
So as you kneel down in front of it, and you're kind of looking around for chests a little bit, you notice that you just are filled with like a sense of dread and cold, and you hear a whisper. Your presence is offensive to me and your life forfeit. My treasures are mine alone and not yours to plunder.
Oh, fuck. Who hears that? Just
Just-
Ollie?
Everybody does.
Ugh! I back away from the door in terror. What the fuck is that?
Aiden knocks an
All
arrow
right.
and fucking
Perhaps
rolls
should I
to the back of
inspect
the
it
room.
and some insight to this creature and isn't it?
You don't need to, because as you look towards Ollie, behind him, rising up out of the ground, you see this.
Ah, shit. The stealthy one has been stealthed.
All your
Oh,
fault.
Ooh.
That's a nasty looking wraith.
fuck!
Stay away from my chest, you little one.
I just put my hands up and try to back away slowly. Alright. Not gonna touch it.
Wise choice.
Why is the chest so important?
It is
Wraith?
mine.
And walks up to here.
And you are dead.
I am Mormisk. You are in my room.
This
Aiden
room
asks,
was
"What?"
not yours first.
What were you before you were a wraith?
Hind nods. Good question.
I am a wizard. I've always been a wizard, and I've always been here longer than you've been alive.
Did you work with the dwarves?
Of course I did. What else would I have done?
Alright.
In what way did you work with the dwarves?
I enchanted their items for them.
Even after you became a wraith?
He looks almost sad when you say that.
No, I have not done so for centuries.
Did you still impart wisdom to them?
Here's a better idea. Do you miss enchanting weapons?
No, I will not enchant for the likes of you.
But could you identify an enchantment?
Looks over at Kemmler.
I have a better question. Could you show one of us how to enchant weapons?
He pauses and he looks across, and ghostly spectral hand raises up and points at Riddick.
Only him.
Makes sense.
And how do I learn?
What?
Centuries of learning like me.
I have many centuries to go. Teach me.
That was a good question, Aiden, on the identification.
Can you identify an enchantment if we give you something that is enchanted?
Of course I could.
Just in case, I want to keep backing up behind Hind and use my
You
natural
just wanted
stealth.
to say behind Hind.
Yes, I did.
So, slowly,
just-
carefully, so as not to startle the wraith or have anything untoward happen, Aiden approaches the wraith, unslings his bow and lays it in
Where
front
did
of
the little
wraith.
one go?
The little one prefers not to be seen. It is a thing of his. Do not think too much of it, Wraith. That is his nature.
The Wraith turns and moves towards the chest, and it seems to be reaching out to it, and it kind of like falls through the chest a little bit, and then gets back up and turns around and faces you again.
He
It didn't like
comes
fall;
over-
it just like floated through it, and then came
Right,
back up
Kemmler
again.
comes forward and he's just like, Aiden, have some respect. His name is Mormisk,
Mormisk. Thank you, Kepler.
not Wraith.
Mormisk. This is a bow that we recently enchanted, but have not been able to identify what enchantment was bestowed upon it, and I would like to identify the enchantment. If you could...
More proper, we just put this in that green flame in that room up to the north.
You've seen the flame?
I have touched
We
the
have.
flame.
And what of the
shit.
spectator?
It is dead.
Twice. Behind cuffs.
You've defeated the spectator?
Yes.
We have, yes.
Oh, I see.
And he kind of like looks off into the distance and thinking to himself, it looks like.
I'll roll an insight on that, see what it means to him that the spectator's dead.
You believe that the spectator was his lover.
Oh,
and that
god
he's
damn it.
angry that you've that you've killed it.
Clearly not rolling
Did
very
you
well.
roll a 1? God damn.
Probably.
Perhaps
Hit
it
my
was his
face on the
master
door
instead.
earlier.
Perhaps it was keeping it from the fire.
Was the spectator your master?
Hardly, no.
Heinz says, I'm sorry we killed your lover.
What?
Aiden
A
looks
pet?
back at Hind. Shut up, Hind. Christ. Looks back
It's
at the-
obvious,
looks
God.
back at Mormansk and gestures. Please continue.
I appreciate your assistance with that. Unfortunately, you still must all die.
I knew it.
Aiden holds his hands
Oh.
up. Wait. With
Oh, your
all
bow
due
is
respect,
merely
Mormansk.
more powerful. Prepare now.
Aiden
Sorry, what
grabs
did you
his
say?
bow
Something
off the
means roll
ground and
initiative.
darts backwards.
As
we
you
go.
do, it reaches out to you, and its hand kind of moves through you a little bit as you move away, and just this intense cold kind of burns your arm. But you do manage to back away.
Wow, my initiative roll sucks.
How do I roll for Spider Bro?
Aww.
In it on his own character, you should be able to double click to bring up that sheet, right?
Ah,
There you go.
Cool.
Spider Bro. I love it. I'm second
That's
again. How is this always a thing?
So
yes,
Ollie,
poison bite
Aiden
does
yells to
nothing.
Ollie, "You make it your chest yet, Ollie?"
That's true.
All right. I'm gonna come out from behind Hind and run up behind this thing and swing my sword at its backside.
I almost spat beer when you said that. It never gets old. Behind Hind?
I did not mean to double click that. Okay, no, fine. He kind. It looks like he senses your motion, but he can't get a fix on you as you approach.
Hello?
Hi, is it still there?
Yeah. Yeah, Ollie, we can hear you.
You hear us? Hello.
He casts silence on you.
Give me a second. I need to rethink or something.
User in your channel timed out. User joined your channel.
Okay,
Welcome
I'm sorry.
back.
What happened?
So it looked like he sensed you moving and tried to see you, but he didn't ever get his eyes on you.
Can you hear us?
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Welcome back.
Give me 2 seconds to think. I'll
Wraiths
be
are
right back.
considered undead, right?
Medium-sized undead, usually evil.
So would he be considered
Yeah.
surprised on this?
Not surprised, but you would get advantage.
Okay.
And your assassinate thing because he hasn't gone yet.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Nice hit. Was it 25? Wham!
Alright, and I'm gonna disengage with my cunning action and go back to where I came from.
Okay.
Go back to whence you came.
Solly just darts out from under Hind, kind of does his pirouette at the end of the room there, slices the Wraith, and then right back up behind Hind.
Jesus.
Alright, so just to clarify, even in combat, wherever I go, Spider Bro goes, and that's okay?
Sure. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, sure.
'Cause he's not helping him, he's just riding on him for now.
So I'll move up to the back of the Wraith as well. And then how many dice do I still have? I still have 4. So I'm gonna go
Right,
ahead.
because we took that short rest.
5, 10, yeah. So I'm gonna use Talon on him. Hit, and I'll pop Distracting Strike. So I do this and this to him. So a total of 6 damage. And
So
then
2 more damage.
yeah, and then the next person to hit him has advantage. Let me do that real quick. Bam, bam. And then I'm going to move
Hey, that's
back.
gonna be me.
I'm gonna try a new tactic here. I'm gonna move outside of his, so he gets a strike at me as I move away if he wants.
Clever. He just kind of glares at you as you back away.
He doesn't hit me.
No.
All right, I'll use the rest of my
He
movement.
does. So when Ollie hit him, when your sword slashed into him, you kind of met just a little bit of resistance, and then just sort of fell through the rest of his body. When Hind hit him, it was like almost a solid hit.
Because Talon's magic. It's a magic item. That's my guess. So,
Right.
so since he didn't hit me, I'm just gonna move back up on him and keep Spider Bro with me, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
But yeah, just so you guys know, that tactic there is I want him to take a swing at me, because if he misses, I can use Riposte and hit him again. So
Well, the best thing about this is my weapon does extra damage to undead monsters.
well, that'll work too.
Oh dear. Moresk turns to you and reaches out with a hand, kind of reaching into your chest.
Oh shit. Oh, it hit. It actually hit. Damn.
Ouch.
Holy fuck. Was I at full health before that? No, not quite. 23
God
damage.
damn.
Ow!
So he reaches in, and you just feel this like ice cold burning, like in your soul almost, and you start to feel weaker, but then you kind of shake off that feeling.
So I won the I won the saving throw, but took fucking 23 damage. Jesus.
It could have been worse.
Could have been way worse.
He then falls, kind of slides down into the ground. You have a swipe at him before he goes?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm not near him. Dang it.
No. Riddick would, but you don't have a melee weapon out, right?
I have a short sword.
Oh, that's
Nice,
awesome.
good hit, Hind.
Wicked. So I'm going to use Distracting Strike again. Since I got a hit on him. Doesn't say it has to be my turn. So the
I will
next,
use my short sword.
next hit on him is still advantage. And it's
Was
that
your sword sword wasn't drawn though, right?
plus that. Oops.
Well, I would have assumed it would be during battle, but no, I guess not, huh?
So it's a total of 9 to him. And that's me.
Alright.
Where did he go?
Yeah, and then as he's disappearing, Hind's like, Where? What? Where did he go? Oh, shit.
Slides up behind Aiden. Alright, Kevin.
All right. So for Lightbringer, it says that on command I can make it glow, and when it's glowing, I deal extra damage to undead creatures. So, do I need to use an action to make it glow?
There is at the very bottom of your actions tab, there's the weapon Glow of the Lightbringer. Just click that button, and then that gives you that effect, and then you'll do that extra damage when you hit.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Well then, Kemmler... Oh. Should I bless us first?
It's up to you, man.
You guys are already blessed. You did that before coming into the room.
Oh,
He didn't call
I
it.
didn't say we did though.
No.
I asked and then Hind said no, so we didn't actually.
Oh damn, that was
okay.
factoring into my stuff. Well, I guess we are then. I didn't notice that.
It's all good.
We took a placebo and it worked.
A placebo.
Kemmler, real quick, click the little the no icon under Glow of the Lightbringer.
The no, like the
Yeah,
that one?
Check your sheet again. It's got one with a line through it.
Right, that one?
I can't see what you're clicking, but go ahead and click it.
Yeah, it's remove. Yep, it's gone now.
Not gone from my sheet though.
Right. Okay.
Be if I target myself. There we go. Gone now.
Ah.
All right. Try the apply and then try the remove. Without you being targeted.
Yeah. Oh no.
It
Try
did
removing
work.
another one.
You had to. Yeah,
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Cool.
there we go. Cool.
So you can toggle that on and off with those buttons then.
Wicked.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
What about Bless? Are we saying he did that beforehand?
Yes.
Yeah, it
Okay.
affected me many times.
Right then. I mean, I put that. I checked that spell slot. Okay.
So is that
Alright.
something I need to turn off, or was that something you had on from last time?
It's something he thought that we said we did before combat.
Okay.
So I'm just going to attack Mormusk then.
There's a little sheet that shows all the different actions and stuff.
For who? What do you mean?
Apply the effect.
But
Like
what
you-
it was on,
things
it
you
was
can do?
behind the map. Yeah, it was behind the map and stuff before last time.
Oh yeah, that background with all the
Go ahead
actions.
and change
I mean
it.
to roll. Twice.
That is a good one to have. I like you looking at that.
Did I have advantage there? Why did I have advantage?
Awesome. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
You had advantage
Because
because
Hind
distracting
gave you
strike.
advantage.
Distracting strike.
Ah, that's right. You used it again. I forgot. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Dropped it too,
I was
which is
very
awesome.
confused.
Yeah, it saved your strike.
All right, and then as a secondary action, or I guess a bonus action, I'm going to spiritual weapon. But I have to remove my effect. Oh, it already came off. Okay, cool. Would my hammer have bless effects as well?
Your spiritual weapon?
No.
You got to be specific because you have a weapon.
That's
a
right. I'm
hammer.
sorry. You're right. I'm not using the hammer anymore, though. I have my Lightbringer mace equipped now.
Oh, okay. So awesome.
But anyway, with my spiritual weapon, it wouldn't get blessed, so how are we gonna do that?
Oh, because you blessed yourself.
Right.
I'll just take it off.
Okay.
Oh no, actually, what you can do is, well, no, because it's a roll.
Right.
Yeah, just roll and we'll manually do it.
Okay. Well, I missed anyway.
Or you can just do
So-
that.
All right, and I want the hammer on the opposite side of the wraith from me, and then that's my turn. You're up, Riddick.
Ooh. Is my
Thank you.
mage armor applied? I didn't see it on my guy.
So tiny.
Yeah, I need to change that.
There we go.
Do you like the way it looks, or should I tweak it?
I like it.
Alright, cool.
If it was thicker, that'd be cooler.
Yeah,
Or if maybe we can put like a background on it or something. Because there's these
Yeah.
tokens too.
I'm open for ideas.
Put like a blue aura around it or something.
Something to make it pop out.
So ones
Right.
like that.
See how there's like the aura? Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
they have
just
like
make
little
like a
miniature
blue circle.
pieces.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
That's easy. Blue circle.
Okay, Riddick, you just asked a question. What was that?
Does my mage armor show applied?
Oh, no.
I tried to do it earlier, but I guess it didn't go like before we moved. Let me
Blue
just hit the
circle.
effect.
Yeah, just click that.
Maybe a little bit of gradient.
Oops, hold on.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so you cast Major Armor on the Wraith.
Yeah, I'm trying to remove that.
Alright, there, it's off.
Oh, it's trying to move it from me.
The other thing too is you can drag that little effect onto somebody on the combat tracker or an icon. So if you just like want to drag it onto yourself on the combat tracker, then you don't have to worry about the targeting.
Oh, that works.
Okay.
Since you guys haven't had much luck far, let's try my flaming sphere and see what it does.
Ooh.
Snap.
Does it explode?
Not quite.
I don't want to be on fire. I've already taken so much damage from you guys.
It's gonna go behind the wraith.
Okay. If it blows up on me, I'm gonna be very mad.
Okay. Oops.
Apparently that failed.
Well, no, so that was
No, his-
you forcing it to do a dexterity check, and it failed the dexterity check, so you'll do full damage to him.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Where is it? There it is.
Okay.
Well, he has resistance to fire.
But it still hurts.
So, how exactly do you cast that? Is there any special effects that happen or anything, or?
It's just
Yeah, what does the spell say?
does 5-foot diameter sphere fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range, which is 60 feet, and lasts for the duration, which is 1 minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. And of course the fire on, okay, bonus action, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving this turn. When you move the sphere, you can direct it over barriers up to 5 feet tall, jump it across stuff, ignites flammable objects not being worn or carried, and it sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius.
Wow, we're all about the light.
So remember too, it's a concentration spell. So if you cast another concentration spell, it's going to go away.
Right.
And also, is there any like flair to how you do it? Like, do you snap your fingers and it bursts in, or do you like aim your finger, or bend over and fart?
They're
and
like
then turn?
Mustang
Well, since
from
we
Fullmetal
since we have
Alchemist.
the ring for
Oh,
the
right.
focus, he basically circles his palm over the ring twice, and then as he's muttering an incantation.
Cool, cool. So,
I guess-
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to ready to reread this so I can see if I want to do the bonus action here.
The orb of fire is great.
Okay, same creature that ends its turn within 5 feet. Okay. Alright, so
Okay,
as a
I gotta
bonus...
get the fuck away from that thing.
Right, when you move. As a bonus action, I'm going to ram it into the creature.
Can you do that
Okay.
again?
Also, remember you've got sculpt spells, so you're able to declare that your friends are not injured by this.
True, which was since they're...
Right.
Wow,
No
that's
one's
handy.
ended their turn in it yet, so they're fine. Kimmler is safe since his turn's already ended, right?
Yeah,
and
well,
you can also say that, he's my friend, my spell's not going to affect him.
right. So just as a general rule of thumb, my spells are going to avoid my friends. Get
But
it?
we'll agree on that consensus. from here on out.
Agreed.
My spells will not
I'll have
affect.
to discuss that.
But yes, as a bonus action, I'm going to move it on to the Wraith, and in case Aiden decides not to move, it will be sculpted from him.
Okay, go ahead and do the cast button again.
Wait, well, the creature has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, and your cast button will force your target to do that save.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh
Go
dear.
ahead and roll damage again.
When the DM says, "Oh dear."
Let's see. Sphere. What was the... It's the sphere's damage
drop
and
of
the
lead.
sphere stops moving. So is it the same damage as before, or do I re-roll the damage as well?
Yeah, just
I'll-
do the little damage button next to it again.
Little drop of blood.
So we will change this. So you cup your palm over the ring, and this fireball bursts into effect next to it, and it kind of singes him a little bit. He kind of recoils a little bit. Everybody, roll me a perception check.
Perception.
And right after this happens, then the sphere just kind of like backs away a little bit, and then rams itself back into the thing, and it just screams in pain. This horrible kind of scratching sound in your heads as it like enters his body, and like his whole form glows, and then it kind of fades away a little bit.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Aiden, Ollie, and Kemmler, you guys noticed that when it initially appeared, the Wraith seemed to have raised its hand to kind of shade its eyes from the light.
Interesting.
He's clearly susceptible to magic.
Spider Bro.
Okay. Spider Bro. He's gonna run himself over to Aiden there, and he's gonna help him on his next attack. He's gonna jump onto the back of his cape and assist him.
Oh,
How does that thing assist me?
It hands
ready.
you an arrow.
When he's ready for the attacks, he's going to basically jump at the Wraith to distract him to improve
I
your
like
chances.
the handing the arrow thing.
yeah, Aiden looks
Right.
looks over to the right, and there's a spider on his shoulder, just like holding an arrow to
That
him.
works.
Here.
Let's do it. Let's
What
do
the fuck?
it. He gives him the magic arrow.
Okay.
If you're cool with using the magic arrow.
I kind of nod at the spider and take the magic arrow, and I think, well, now is a great time as any to use all the magic shit I just got. Let's test this out.
So Aiden, down underneath the chat, there's that little modifier box, and if you scroll wheel over it, you'll add +1. You see that?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and do that, and then do your attack.
Okay, so Aiden is, first off, I'm gonna get the hell away because I know point blank my bow is shit. So I'm gonna roll away from the Wraith. And because the spider kind of jumps and distracts the Wraith, what does that do for his strike as I move away?
So it senses you moving away, because you had been its main target, and it reaches out and it grabs you as you run, and you swear you feel like fingers claw into your heart and kind of pull it, like you feel your heart move back as you're running away, and then the fingers kind of snap off, and you feel this pain in your chest, but you do manage to back away.
Look at that Constitution save, boys and girls.
You didn't, but you did take 25 damage. You took 25, but you survived the rest of it. So it should have been way worse.
That's actually on him too. So.
Okay, so looking at this, I have the Bless, I've got the Hunter's Mark on him, Colossus Slayer is on him, and I'm also going to apply Sharpshooter.
Yep, and then a +1 in the modifier box.
God, this
Better
thing
hit.
hits hard.
+1 in the modifier box, as well as, guys, it looks like my bow went up from +8 to +9.
Woo! Sick.
So, rolling.
Yeah!
Boom.
Ooh!
28 damage.
20 fucking 8. He partially resisted.
Well, no, because it is magical, and I forgot to add that to your bow, so he takes full damage.
Oh shit.
28
Nice.
damage. Ba-boom!
Boom!
Eat it, motherfucker. Magic bow plus magic arrow equals fuck you.
Everybody roll me a Constitution check.
Oh god.
Or save, sorry, Constitution save. You guys in your bless in your 20s.
Where do I roll a Constitution save? Oh, from the... Here, so I found it.
Hind consistently
Okay,
fails his
so-
ability checks, so you have that to look forward to.
Riddick and Aiden kind of do this, like, you know, diving into the air, and they high five at the apex and then land back down again with like little sparkles in their eyes as they land.
Jeez.
Hendrik, however, when Aiden's arrow pierces the Wraith, there's this blood-curdling scream, and Aiden is super, like, it's rattling around in your head, so you have disadvantage on your next attack.
I told you, Hind
Wait,
fucking fails
Kemler
those
has
abilities.
disadvantage, or I have disadvantage?
Hind.
Hind.
Hind has disadvantage.
Kemler's like, dudes, I was almost as cool as you guys. Can I do the high five?
So it died and did that when it died?
It's not dead, no.
Oh.
It's just very, very angry.
Jeez. Alright.
Yeah, it's only heavy damage right now. Even with that 28, it only did heavy?
Yes.
Jesus. So I'm minus a magic arrow. That's
Dark
cool.
Souls. Dark Souls.
Okay, Ollie.
It's a good thing, man. That thing hit me for 31 with a save.
Okay, I'm gonna come running across the hallway and take a swing at it and then keep going.
Okay.
And use my cunning action to disengage as I keep going.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
And as he moves away, Riddick says over to Hind, we may be winning this fight, but any chance that we can take him without killing him and learn his secrets would be beneficial to me.
We're not taking a Wraith prisoner.
I was gonna say, you are right, but it's not like I can tackle him and tie him up.
Yeah, no, we're not taking this thing prisoner.
Hind-
It's going to fight till it dies.
Hind says that as he runs past Riddick, and shield up and talon braced on top of it like a battering ram with a spike on the front. He's just gonna smash into Mormesk.
Okay.
Feel like a grapple.
Nail him! So there's the damage. And,
Nice hit.
Actually,
Thank
hold
you.
on.
I thought he had disadvantage.
oh, that's right. I did have disadvantage. That didn't apply.
Hey, you got a critical that offset it.
Wicked.
Okay.
Nat 20, baby.
I forgot to
Plus,
apply
plus
that.
he just plunged into a fireball, infused wraith.
Yep.
With all his might. So yeah, the rule of cool overrules the disadvantage.
Hind ain't scared. Yeah, so that he smashed into it, and
Rule of cool and also a little idiotic.
hey, idiots can be cool. He's gonna let that be his turn.
So the wraith emerges from out of the fireball, and its entire body kind of drains into yours.
Into mine?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
And he gets to make another dexterity saving throw if he ends his turn within 5 meters, 5 feet.
Alright, when it,
Did
when
not
it,
realize that.
is that what happens? It misses with whatever the fuck just happened?
What do you want to happen?
Well,
Like how does he miss you? He misses you, but how does that happen?
if he floods into me and then misses, I would say he just comes out the far side. And if that
Mine just feels really cold and a little
if that's how it works, seeing him pass through me, I'm gonna use riposte and spin and just use a backhand behind me and smack him.
Okay.
Jesus, get it, Hind.
Works. And then yeah, then we're good.
Nice.
Ready? Go ahead and do the cast thing again on it.
Damn.
Yeah!
That is intense.
Nice work.
So it just passes right through Hind, and Hind kind of does this spin, and as he's spinning, his sword goes through the fire and kind of pulls the fire along with the sword, and he just slices straight through the wraith, and I think it just explodes.
That's
in
fucking
a
cool.
Fire.
Yeah, it is.
Get it.
Fuck yeah.
I'm so disappointed that none of you failed the saving throw.
Right? Dude, fucking, it did 31 to me. No, it wasn't 31, it was 20 something, but still.
Do you want to know what would happen if
Yeah,
you
what
failed
would
the saving
happen?
throw? Your maximum
Yes.
hit points would have dropped by that much.
Whoa.
Oh.
Fuck.
Until
I'll be right back.
Your maximum hit points would have dropped by that much.
permanently.
There might be ways around it, but none here.
Oh my, was it like a curse or?
No, it's a life drain.
Oh.
So it was doing necrotic damage to you guys, and then if you'd failed that Constitution, it would have done that. Earlier versions of this and like other ones, like would suck levels and XP from you. It was horrible.
Right, I remember that. Oh. I remember the vampire used to be able to take levels. Awful.
That was a hell
I
of a
remember
fight.
reading that in the dungeon monster manual and just being like, wait a minute, I misread that.
Ollie's
Hits you with
gonna
this. He can take away experience. Oh,
Riddick's all over the chest.
Alright, and after the fight, Riddick and the spider move over to the chest to see if there's anything they can glean from it.
Do you open it?
What is this?
It appears to be unlocked.
Guys, there's all kinds of interesting things in here.
So you do open it?
Yes, Riddick. will-
Okay. Hundreds upon hundreds of coins. Many of them appear to be copper. There's a couple of silver in there. You do find 3 diamonds, and there's a wooden pipe that's adorned with platinum filigree.
Ooh, a pipe. I haven't enjoyed a pipe for a long time. Cameron picks up the pipe and examines it. Platinum
It's a
filigree.
really fancy pipe.
Yeah, platinum.
Can I have one of the diamonds?
I'm not opposed to that. I got the gems earlier.
There's also 3 books, magically preserved tomes inside as well.
I think
Those
I'll
sound
keep
like
these
good.
little trinkets. Don't touch
You
my
look at them?
tomes.
Would you be against me getting one of the diamonds?
I want to know what's in those books as well.
You guys can have the gems. I want the knowledge.
So
I'm curious.
Aiden's gonna take one of the diamonds.
We look at the books? Like, just to see what they are?
Give me an
Like,
investigation check.
who has a best investigation check?
Probably me.
Probably, because it's an intelligence check, so yeah. You were Ollie, right? No,
I'll help him with it.
Ollie's proficient. 1,000 coppers? Good God.
So they appear to be kind of histories, but like ancient history, several hundred years old. In the back cover of one of them, however, it looks like someone has sewn in a map.
Ooh, can we see the map, or
You can see the map.
where it is?
You're not entirely sure where exactly it would be, though. But it's clearly a map. One might say a treasure map of some kind.
Perhaps I can try to remove it from this book. Might need a
No.
spell of sorts.
Ooh, I
it-
don't know.
So the books were clearly preserved through magic, but you can kind of pull the threads out and remove the map if you wanted. Anybody want the 3rd diamond?
If nobody else does, I'll go ahead and take a second. Or-
Stick it on. Someone stick it on their shield.
I turn it into like a navel ring.
Nice.
There you go. And
Make a
Riddick pulls
nipple
out
ring
the
out
map
of it.
from the book and opens it.
It is a map, but you're gonna have to wait to find out where it goes.
Right. Well, what's through this door over here?
Sorry, I have to be right back again in just a couple minutes.
No, it's okay. I want to make a perception check at this door.
Okay, go ahead.
Aiden.
Yep, on it.
All of the perception.
It is an entirely empty room. It literally doesn't say.
Huh.
There's some. This looks like it's kind of like a, not a hotel, but like a sleeping quarters kind of thing. So this back room would be kind of more for storage and other activities.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing of value though.
You guys want to head back to the north? I guess we should wait for Riddick. Guess I should heal you guys.
I'm good.
While
Oh,
we're
wait, no,
waiting
I'm
for
not.
Riddick,
I need help. I need heals. Yeah.
we're gonna close this door and I'm gonna do a 10-minute healing prayer. So all of a sudden I pull out a book and I just start reading Hymns of Moradin. And you guys are just starting to feel a lot better. But Ollie feels fine.
I always feel fine.
Gambler, roll me a d20.
Oops. Yay! Baby.
How long does Bless last?
Bless only lasts a minute, so it's gone.
So many windows.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. What did I miss?
Welcome back.
Can I have the map again? Because I accidentally poofed it.
Sorry, I'm back.
God damn it, Hind.
Welcome
know.
back, everybody.
Wow, everybody took off there? I just walk around with you guys.
How do we find out what these tomes are?
So what happened? What'd I miss?
So Kemmler is healing us.
Last time I saw we were fighting the Wraith, so what did I miss? We killed it?
We
Holy
killed
crap.
it. We looted. Kemmler has a pipe. I've got a diamond piece. I've got a diamond. Two other people have diamonds, and a lot of coins were distributed, and we found some books that I think Riddick took.
I grabbed some books and tomes.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, the pipe has platinum inlaid filigree.
Oh, that's cool.
Dwarf with a
Yes,
pipe.
and I think it was appropriate that the stoner and the dwarf got the pipe.
Yeah. I agree completely. So wait, so we killed the Wraith and looted. Why are there bugbears out there?
They're not. They're
kind of,
actually looking through the door.
Oh, okay, so they just
We
suddenly
got
came
I'm
in.
doing a
Surprise.
healing chant while Riddick was away, because we got pretty messed up. So I was healing us, and apparently we're being ambushed.
Oh shit.
Your
roll for
incantations drawing
initiative.
others near.
Damn it!
Holly, you
Kemmler.
have disadvantage.
Your chants were too loud. So I appreciate the healing.
Yes. If only my damage rolls
Ain't
were like
nobody
my
got-
initiative rolls. Every fucking
Who'd you
time.
say gets disadvantage?
Ollie. He was busy looking at his diamonds. Didn't notice bugbears walking in.
Ooh. I was too
Killer.
busy reading my prayer book.
Indeed.
Heinrich, fuck that bugbear.
Riddick, the books appear to be local histories.
What about the tomes?
Yeah, they're all
Those
kind
are
of
books.
books about histories of the area.
Oh, okay.
So are we down to my turn and the bugbears just
Yes.
they just bust
So-
in the door?
Yeah, they just they kind of walk in. They were talking to themselves. You know, you get the sense that this was just a random patrol sort of thing, and they heard commotion earlier and were coming to check it out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Much to their dismay.
So
Much to their death.
So much to their death. So Hind is gonna make he's gonna charge this guy and try to do a tackle move that would basically count as a shove. So we both would end up here with him prone, me on top, smashing him.
Give me a strength check. Remember, these are big, beefy dudes that you just completely overpower.
Yes.
Launches himself and a bugbear right back out the fucking door.
Yeah, man. Fucking, I want to be right on top of him.
Hind? Hind? Oh, hell.
Kemmler, what's going on? What? Hind? What?
Smash him out the doorway. Oh, I forgot. I meant to scream.
Hind just took a bugbear out the door.
I meant to scream, bugbears! And tackle one, but I didn't. That's my bad.
So
I
you dive and you just push him back through the door, land down. You jump up, run back in the room, bugbears, and then run back and jump on him again.
I rolled that good, huh?
Jesus.
Wicked.
This is the guy. No, what? Oh, I proned the wrong one. Hold on.
Tackle him, run back in. A bugbear! And then run back out.
The other bugbear is staring there like, what the
What
fuck?
He walks in with his buddy talking, and then a fucking freight train of steel just takes the other one away out the room. Choo choo, motherfucker!
Gets stranded right back out the door.
Give me an intimidation check, Hind.
Hind?
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't he have -1 to intimidation?
I do.
Oh my god. How are you a towering thing of steel and you have -1 to your
How do you have a ranger with no buff to nature?
Fair enough.
He's got. He's.
Fair enough.
Because
So are
Hind's
you-
got flowers
Touche.
woven through his
You
helmet.
grappled him, right?
He's prone, but yeah, I guess, yeah, I would like to have him grappled as well.
Okay, so give me another strength check as he tries to struggle out of your arms. You just hold him to the ground.
Fuck yes!
Grog, was that you?
Oh, man, he's got nothing. He just hurts,
Hind is
like,
not
this.
happy with bugbears, let me tell you. They killed Evan.
Riddick, you're up.
Hey.
More and more Hind just makes Aiden like think of the ancient warrior Grog.
Ryan, would you be terribly opposed if you had to make a Constitution check against thunder damage?
Would
His
Hind be?
spells
Yeah.
make his spells unaffect people.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I was about to say he's wearing an armor suit.
That's right.
I think lightning isn't his best bet.
I can only do that on evocation, so yeah, like this is an evocation spell, so actually never mind, that works.
So you can sculpt it around my metal ass?
Yes.
Good.
That is so fucking
Tin
cool.
can does not get fried.
He's
Hoping to
shattered.
do incredible damage to creature.
I just
Cast
feel like
Shattered.
whatever that does to Hind would make Kemmler feel really grateful he's alive.
Yeah.
This is for this one as he slams his hand to the ring and he shoves it forward, yelling at the bears.
So target them both and the cast button.
Sorry.
Awesome, I still have Bugbear 40 pinned beneath me.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
So this is basically like a thunderclap inside the room with you guys.
Good thing I'm outside.
Damn.
And the doors just kind of come off the remainder of their hinges and fall down around Hind.
Oh, damn.
Jesus.
Non-matchable object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area.
Yeah, you
You
basically
just imagine
burst the doors open with
thunderclap.
this.
Thunderclap happening and Hind's pinning down one of the bugbears in the area of effect and he rolls a nat 1.
Takes all the
alright.
damage.
This guy is confused.
Oh! Sorry, I totally forgot. Considering how fast all this happened in the 1 minute time, is my flaming sphere still here?
No, there was about a
No.
10-minute pause between this while they were doing the healing spell. What are the rest of you guys? Do you have any initial impressions about what you're doing? Like, are you charging? Are you pulling your bow?
Yeah,
My
I'm
shield and
turning
my
with the-
hammer are out
my
now.
ears
I
are
guess.
ringing a little bit.
Light
Um,
bringer.
Ollie is fumbling to put those diamonds in his pouch.
yeah, I'm starting to kind of that slow-mo kind of thing to move to my left, so on my turn I'll be left of Ollie to loose an arrow.
The spider's kind of creeping towards the bugbear that's still inside to try to kind of like startle him, crawling at him.
Okay. The bugbear kind of scans the room a little bit, focuses on Riddick, pulls a javelin from his back and throws it towards you.
Fucking javelin.
Ah,
Don't worry, it'll probably hit Hind.
right? Rolls a 1, works like a boomerang, and hits Hind.
Oh,
Oh no. Come on, Riddick. Take
it's
it like a
flesh
man.
wound. Took an arrow to the knee.
Oh, it's only 5 damage.
So it kind of hits, and there's like a little magical kind of spark as it kind of hits your invisible armor there, but it does still kind of impact you and pushes you back just a little bit. The bugbear is then going to try and run for his life.
I want to know what runs through his mind when he gets through that door and sees.
It's probably death from the lightning.
Damn, he gets
partially
that far
blinded.
away.
Oh, he's not getting far, trust me.
I might dash after him.
30 feet is my movement. I'll
Plus
be
dash,
all over
right?
this guy.
You can dash
What's
too,
Spider
right?
Bro doing?
Oh,
He didn't
well,
dash. That was
Oh,
30
if I
feet.
dash, then I don't get an attack.
Oh,
Right.
gotcha.
But 30 feet will put me within bow range.
Oh, easy.
Alright, I need to check on what he can do real fast. Sorry, 1 second.
He skitters out the door after Bugbear.
Right. He's gonna keep an eye on
Fear
him.
me!
As long as he's within 100 feet of
Spider-Man.
me, I can communicate telepathically. Is there? I don't remember if there's a range on how far I can control him though. Like, well, he kind of works on his own, but obeys my command. So, thinking on
Yeah.
his own, he chases at. Is there a limit on his movement though? I don't remember seeing that.
It's 20 feet. I just added that.
20 feet?
So you can move 20 feet and you can climb 20 feet too.
Can he dash?
Yeah, so you can do 40.
But if he
there's
dashes,
a-
then he can't do anything else.
He's just gonna
So you
follow
can get
and
right
watch,
around the corner.
basically. So, and keep an eye on the other one running. He dashes after him around the corner.
Okay.
Up on the wall there.
Sure.
Aiden, green bow.
So I'm going out the door after the Bugbear. Using that circle as a measurement, I'm thinking I'm well within 30 feet. To
Absolutely.
get there. This bitch isn't getting away. Not today.
So,
Targeting Bugbear number 14.
address the fact that you go through the door and see Hind pile driving a bugbear.
I'm not even worried about it. Tower of Steel sitting on a Bugbear, you got that handled. It's all good. I'm tunnel visioned. You got that. We're good.
It's like not even outside your expectations.
So, going after Bugbear with Colossus Slayer and Sharpshooter. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
He was
Damn.
running for his life.
That's true. He is
Wow.
trying to run as fast as he can. And you were also running. Wait, didn't you dash to get there?
Uh-uh.
Oh. No, you're
I
right.
used
I'm
a
sorry.
regular 30 movement.
That was Spider Bow. Bro. Spider Bro.
Well, fuck me.
That's alright, man.
Ollie, get this bitch.
Next time, aim for his tongue. Huh, Kemmler.
What a jerk.
I can't understand you. You're missing part of your tongue.
I'm gonna come out the door and I'm gonna shout at Hind, "Manacles!" as I use my cunning action to keep running.
Hind nods.
Okay.
Did I miss something?
And I'm gonna take a swing at this guy with my sword.
You can try. He tries to swat you away.
Wow.
I'm gonna use my lucky to re-roll that.
Okay.
Still a miss, but at least it's not a nat 1. Jesus.
He was gonna knock you on your ass, but now you're okay.
Whew. Come on, Kemmler.
Time slowed just a little bit.
Aye.
Just kind of.
Oh shit. Sorry, Ali. I forgot about that earlier.
Sorry, what?
I forgot about your lucky about re-rolling ones.
It's okay.
Okay, Killer. You notice everybody's gone now.
He runs.
Riddick's kind of in the corner with like his eyes closed, kind of concentrating.
Kemmler runs out the door. Hind! Bugbears! Ah, and he sees everybody chasing out over here. Can I see Bugbear 14 from right here?
Target him, and then if you hover over yourself, you'll have a line. So yeah, you're around that corner.
Cool. Alright, I see Bugbear 14. And knowing that Hind has got that Bugbear nice and handled.
Manhandled.
Yeah. And I use Guiding Bolt on Bugbear 14.
I'd just like to say before you roll, I've never seen this hit. Like
Guiding
even in,
Bolt?
yeah, even in face-to-face games, never works.
Really?
Never works, huh?
Guess we're gonna give it a shot.
Morning. Well, let's see how it works.
Wake up.
So Kemmler kind of lifts his shield and just, hits the front of it with his Lightbringer, and a spark flies out towards the Bugbear.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is Guiding Bolt.
Damn.
Yay!
Oof.
Boom. Heavy.
And he's procced. Hit him!
Wow. That was awesome.
Nice. Actually hit him. Okay, so
I've never seen this work. Smash!
This is how you do it.
so the two bugbears
Kemmler, I'll
appeared
show
in
you
the
how
door.
it's done.
Hind sees them and just blindly rages at them, blasts one through the door, tackles him, nails him to the floor regardless of his efforts to escape. And while the other one blasts through the door, runs away, and everybody else chases him, Hind is going to try to viciously manacle this guy to the ground. Like, watch your head, bam, there's the floor. Manacle his arms, sit on top of him, you're not moving. Tell me how that works.
Give me another contested strength check.
Should I take a level of barbarian? You'll have to tell me about that later, because I'm not entirely sure. Can I still be a fighter with a level of barbarian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, fuck
It's
yes.
gonna be Grog. It's gonna be Grog.
It's gonna be better than Grog.
Harder than Grog.
Yeah.
So, you guys are just tired from all of the activity you've been doing, and the bugbear just barely kind of gets the better of you as you try and manacle him.
Ah! Okay. Well, I guess that's all I can do then. Fuck! Wait. That wasn't a active attack move. Can I chug a... Nah, fuck it. No, never mind. Go ahead. Bugbear 40.
Aiden yells back at Kemmler real quick. Thanks for the guiding bolt. Ollie and I will take this guy. Go help Hind.
Aye.
So Bugbear 40 capitalizes on getting the better of you, kind of pushes you off, and then stands up. He's then going to try and bring a Morningstar down on your head.
I invite him to try.
Taunts are never fun
It's
for
a
us.
nat 20.
Oh, he did hit me.
With it. Oh man.
Fucking
The
14
19.
damage.
You just barely like.
Ow.
That was about to be a not good day for you.
That is exactly what he needed to hit me too.
He stands over and just kind of, like snarling at you, and just this horrible smelling kind of saliva just drips down on you.
Hind is full blood rage. I'd have to agree, man. Him, after what happened to Evan, I really do think Hind needs a level of Barbarian.
Be interesting.
Okay, ready?
You looking at this one real fast. Alright, so running a little bit closer to try to help out Hind. Riddick stops near the doorway and slams his ring, releasing the chromatic orb against 40.
I see it.
Oh, sorry.
Not wearing heavy armor. Maybe not.
Oh!
I was gonna say as acid, but I know.
So you're shooting the acid or not?
It would have been an acid chromatic orb, but it missed.
Oh. Roll another hit. Give me a dexterity save, Hind.
Okay. It didn't work. Here we go.
Okay. Riddick, roll damage.
Oh no!
There's no say anything
that's
on
at
here
you.
about it affecting others.
Well, he's he's in the same space as a bugbear. They're like standing right above each other.
Is the chromatic orb not evocation?
Oh, good question.
True, actually it is, so should have thought about that. I guess, well, since you already went this path, we'll just have to deal
How are
with it.
you not
No, it's
remembering that?
Okay.
Like, that is
Because
the best thing
I'm
about
not
your
used
class.
to this. Like, come on.
I'm
This is only, like,
sorry.
what, my second time?
That'd be so cool in my head. I could
sculpting
just,
it away from
imagining
Hind, I threw that
sculpting
orb at
fireballs
him.
into dragon heads and shit.
This wouldn't be a problem if you hadn't focused on raising dead people first.
Jesus.
It's like you put your palms forward and a nuke comes out, and you can just make it curve like a fucking fastball around somebody.
I almost re-rolled as necromancy on you guys.
So crazy.
They would have rolled on you.
Yeah, Kim
Either way,
would have been
he gets
opposed
heavy
to that
damage.
hard.
Well, no, you actually missed him. The second attack was to see if it hit Hind.
Ew.
So he's still damaged though. Any other actions?
No.
Kai, my heart is broken. That first level of barbarian just
Would have been awesome, right?
it fits him so goddamn well. It really does. Everything that he does and thinks about it fits him perfectly.
So
But-
what, you just pick that up next level?
But it's the benefits only help if he's not wearing heavy armor. And that's also what Hind is all about.
Bummer in the summer.
Yeah.
I think the bear needs to trip and fall up the stairs or something.
Fall
Oh, it's gonna go
upstairs.
down.
I really
he's-
want to get
he's-
Spider
Ollie
Bro in
gets,
range
uh,
for a touch spell.
Ollie gets a reactionary attack when the bugbear moves, so
He does, and it'll be an advantage attack, so.
You know, if you went Barbarian and got rid of your armor, you would only lose 2 AC.
Yeah, but that AC is why I can tank. And that I am our tank. I mean, without Hind, we're looking pretty vulnerable.
Not really. I'm pretty tanky myself. I have more health than you.
You could
More-
take 2 levels of Barbarian just to get a Reckless attack. That's when you give yourself advantage on melee attacks, but then you have attacks against you get advantage.
That sounds
We'll
awful.
do that later. Well, you're supposed to kill what's there. So this guy, freaking Ollie, coming out of nowhere. He's gonna swing his Morning Star at Ollie, trying to knock him off.
God, Kemmler's such a confusing character
Bummer.
in the roles of people
Gets a hit.
because you're a healer. We don't want you to die first, but you're also tanky, so we do want you on the front lines.
You gonna swing at him as he leaves you, Ollie?
Absolutely.
Ollie?
It's
Everyone
really risky.
calls him Ollie.
Why'd that happen? Oh, right, Guiding Bolt.
Short sword manages to make contact as he starts to run up the stairs.
Oh, not
Alright.
more.
Spider Bro.
Can Spider run up that little ledge instead of going up the stairs?
So that would be a normal movement to get to there. And you kind of be at the top of the stairs.
I want to dash him right next to him, actually. See, so Spider Bro runs at the Bugbear 14 and basically tries to crawl up his little foot and leg there. Hang on.
Give me a dexterity check.
Just missed the box. I need to do it from his thing, though.
Yeah, basically an athletics check, really. Or acrobatics, sorry. That works.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, you managed to dash up and then kind of start climbing up his leg.
I need more room on this thing.
Alright,
to
I'm
see
gonna take
everything.
another shot at the bugbear.
More room on what?
I agree.
Huh?
Enough room for everything on this page.
You can, do you have multiple monitors?
Not right now. It's
Okay.
broken.
Because you can minimize it and then you drag it across too. And that kind of helps a little bit.
What if I could?
The next version is supposed to support multiple monitors though, I think.
Yay.
And have dynamic lighting too, which will be cool.
Sweet. Don't do too much damage to him now. I want to finish him with a touch spell.
Oh god, that's right. Oh man.
What I'm hoping to accomplish if it hits. But you probably just killed him.
Touch spells can be freaking brutal.
Booming bow.
Never mind.
33.
Not too much
Boom.
damage, they say. Wow.
Yep. Boom bow strikes again.
So, Spider Bro kind of climbs up, and just as it kind of gets to the hip, the Bugbear kind of just spins around and just slides along. And Spider Bro's like, "Man, I'm awesome!" And then,
Bugbear surfing.
As the bugbear lays there dead, he kind of crawls around his body, searching him for anything interesting.
don't really find anything. Just the Morning Star that he has. All right, Ellie.
Yeah, fuck that bugbear.
I gotta take a quick bio.
Finish him, Ollie.
So Hind is no longer on top of the bugbear, right?
Right.
No, the bugbear, they kind of rolled. Bugbear is on top of Hind right now, standing over Hind. He just whacked his head with a fucking mace. Or a morning star.
So are they
That's a
both on the
mace.
ground then?
No, the bugbears, I think it should be standing up above Hind.
Right, it's the
Yeah.
Okay, I am gonna swing my sword at it.
Nice,
Just don't
good
hit
hit.
Hind in the head with your slash.
Now, because Hind is on the ground, do I get sneak attack or not?
He's on the ground, but he's not considered prone. So he's still
Okay.
an active combatant within range. So yeah, you would get sneak attack.
Nice.
Oh, that is
What
not nice
the
at all.
fuck?
Damn.
That's
It's
just
too bad I
embarrassing.
can't. It's too bad I can't re-roll
Wow.
damage ones.
That's awful. Wow. We're gonna move up and engage the bugbear as well.
So when you were a young halfling on the streets, you had kind of learned your swordplay from an old wizened city watchman who was down on his luck, and you can see the disappointment in his face as you just kind of like slap the bugbear with the flat of the sword.
I love the stuff you come up with.
Alright,
Oh.
I'm back.
All right, Kemler.
All right, so I run up to the bugbear that's standing over Hind.
Pasha,
and
take a
I
look
take
at
a swing
Pasha,
at
take a look
his
at Ollie's
what?
attack.
I said
Oh, his
headbash.
tag?
His
I
damage
take a
roll.
swing at his side.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Nice. Crit.
That makes up for what I did.
Swing at his freaking kidney.
He's,
Whatever, all the ones. I roll
Critical
2
hit for
6-sided
6
dice and
damage.
I get 6.
Oh, that's terrible. Alright, Hind, you better mess up too.
I got a crit. I want to know what happened to this bugbear. Did the effect happen?
You hit his femoral
Yeah.
artery.
Okay.
So the way it's working is you roll a 20 and then it rolls a critical hit check, and if it's 5 or 6, there's a critical, and if it's 1 through 4, it's not. I think.
Okay.
So in this case, there was no extra critical effect, but you did do the double damage, which is that
Right,
green
that's
die.
why I asked, was there an effect? So yeah, cool. Awesome. Go Hind. Preparations are due.
Pasha. Bastard.
Did he say he was going AFK?
He got back to his computer and then was like, I'll be right back again.
He attempted to get up from his down position and fell because he was weakened from all the exertion.
Oh. Killing me right now.
Killing me softly with his words.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm here.
Hey, welcome back.
So what's happened?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Kemler got a crit and then rolled a 1.
Can we go back a little bit further? Or the other one died?
Ollie
Yeah,
rolled
the
yeah,
other
I
one died.
boom-bowed the other one.
Okay.
And then
And then
Ollie tried to hit the bugbear and got 3 1s for damage.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then
That's...
Kemler critted it and then rolled a 1 for damage.
Okay. So it's down to what? Is it heavy now?
the
Yeah,
one
Yeah, it's
bugbear
heavy.
and it's heavy and it's your turn.
it is heavy.
You're gonna miss.
Alright, so I mean Hind's still seeing red. This is the guy that he's just been pile driving the whole time. So he definitely wants to tackle him and pull the manacles on him again.
Okay, good.
Strength check.
Yes, please.
What are you doing, Hind? Kill it.
He wants to play with it.
So you're trying to like arrest him, basically, kind of thing.
Aggressively. I wouldn't. I want him to take some damage as he is manacled. Because the last rational sentence Hind heard was Ollie blowing past, going manacles, and it sounded good to Hind.
Sure. So you reach out and you just kind of palm him right in the forehead, and his head and his arm is kind of flat backwards, and as they're going up, you just reach out, manacle one, spin him around, and manacle the other one, and now you've got him held by the manacles behind his back.
I put my knee into his lower back, pull his arms backwards, and just smash him into the ground forward.
Oh, okay. Roll me a d8.
And you kill him.
Very, very close, but no, he's barely alive. But you hear some sickening cracks as you kind of pull his arms back more.
So satisfying.
So Ollie, he's now eye to eye with you.
Wicked.
Just kill me, get it over with.
What are you guys
Why
trying to
did we
capture him
capture
for?
him?
We could question him about the Black Spider if he's here, or anyone else is here, or where they might be.
At this point, why are we here?
Oh. So what do you guys say?
Oh, so I guess we are out of combat, yeah. So Hind is still seeing red, but Ollie is there, so he just looks up at God damn it, at Ollie.
Alright. So now, look here. He's face to face with me, right?
Yes.
Okay, here's how this is gonna work.
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
I'm willing to talk my buddies here into letting you go, and you can walk right out the front of the cave. All you have to do is tell us where the Black Spider is.
He's in the temple.
Where's the temple?
So it's over there, and he points to the northeast.
We lost tracks.
Okay, he'll be
Buddy
back.
joined your channel.
There he is.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I told them you'd be back.
I heard it.
Now guys, we are
He'll
going to
be
treat
back.
this...
I'm back.
We are going to treat this bugbear with the utmost respect because he's going to help us out, aren't you, pal?
He kind
no.
of snarls at you, but he slowly nods.
I was gonna say, Hind is breathing down his shoulder.
Now,
But I want to
He
shock
turns
you.
his head and he kisses you.
how many...
I give him a headbutt with the helmet.
Roll 1d4.
Oh man.
He seems a little dazed, but he kind of blows you a kiss after that.
Do you remember what I said
Eight.
about utmost respect?
Aiden kneels and pats the bugbear on the side of the face and says, "Sure, he's gonna help us. Otherwise, he's gonna look like that." And points over towards the boom-bowed bugbear. Says, "You doesn't want that now, does he?"
Hind goes, boom. Dude, Hind needs a barbarian level. Yes, he does.
Okay,
so he nods to Holly.
Black Spider is in Temple, right?
Yes.
Temple's off northeast. You got with him. Anybody? Or is it just him?
Him and his bodyguards.
Can you tell me anything about his bodyguard?
He kind of shudders a little bit. I don't like to think about him.
Come
are
on, we're
they?
gonna let you go. All you gotta do is tell us everything you know, and you can leave right down that southern corridor right there. We won't even follow you.
You're gonna think
Yeah,
about him,
give
or
me
I'm
a
gonna zap
deception
you.
check. This poor bastard believes you.
So does Hind.
So he point. Well, he doesn't point. He moves his head towards Riddick, like one of them, but the dark ones.
Drow. Dark.
Perfect.
So he's
All
got
of
a
them?
bunch of drow.
There's just the one.
No.
Don't need more than that.
Now
So there's
wait,
2 drow.
the black spider and his bodyguard are both Drow?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Okay. You guys remember what happened with the last one that we saw, though?
The goopy
And
goo.
we might need a short rest before we go in.
It
Okay,
also
I don't
means
think
that we're
we
gonna
need-
have to get the drop on Drow that tend to get the drop on us.
I don't think we need anything else from this guy, do you guys? I say
I
we just
don't
let him
either.
go.
No, we're good. Northeast.
I-
He kind of
I
shakes
point-
his arms and looks back at Hind.
I'd
Yeah.
point at the southern cavern and just say, there you go, you're free to go. And Ollie knows exactly what's down that way.
Yep.
Hind doesn't think that far ahead. He takes the manacles off, helps the bugbear up, and nods. But you can still see the rage in his eyes.
So the bugbear kind of walks away. Hold on a second.
Did you see my offer that I poked you with in TeamSpeak, Kai?
Oh.
So he kind of walks towards the south, and keeps kind of looking back at you guys as he mutters in Goblin.
Just wave at him polite and smile.
Riddick just snickers at what he said.
After the goblin
say?
leaves our view, Heinz says, "Wait, isn't that where the
Yep.
Yes. Don't say a word.
And Hein starts to walk that way quickly.
No, hi!
God, he's grog.
You can stop him. You don't have to let him go.
I can't fix my map.
How far do you go, Hind?
Right there. I'm not running after him, but I'm taking steps.
Okay. You kind of lose sight because it's pitch dark.
Well, since no one else did anything, I'll take the next action and walk forward that way and yell, "Wait!"
Aiden yells at Hein. Hein, get that ass back here. We sent him down that way for a reason.
Do you enter the carpeted area?
Hein would stop right there and keep yelling. Because nobody, for whatever reason, did anything to move forward and stop him.
Give me a perception check.
Just chillaxing. He isn't aware of what's that way. He's
We're-
too lost in thought.
We're all aware.
Himmler is thinking about the drow.
As far as you can tell, the bugbear is at home with his loving family and his 2 small children, and reading them a bedtime story.
Come on, Hind, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Well, according to what you just said, Hind completely believes Ollie and comes back despite your guys' weak attempt at stopping him.
Aiden just looks at Hein, looks at Ollie, looks at Hein, looks back at Ollie, shakes his head, turns around and walks
I'm a
away.
bad man, I know.
Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
When you guys get back, there is a slight tangy smell just for a moment as Hein gets closer to you guys.
Tangy smell?
But it's like a really sharp, kind of acidic kind of tang. And it quickly disperses.
I was gonna say, Hein's like, "Do you guys smell that?"
Oh, you don't smell it.
Oh, I don't smell it.
You just think it's a great day and everyone's had a wonderful life.
Someone needs to take a shower.
Somebody rolled a 1, clearly. Alright.
Dead bugbear on our
I
hands.
think this program's messing up on me.
And with that, guys, I have to go to bed.
I can't change all
You can
right.
keep
languages.
you can keep playing my character, Kai.
No, because I think Kaysen said he's gonna go to bed about 1, and it's almost 1 for him.
Yep.
Now is a
Okay.
good point. Stop.
Yeah.
Pasha, do you want to discuss your thing?
Yes, I do. We're done
Alright.
gameplay-wise entirely?
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off here
Okay.
and pick back up Saturday.
Damn it. Alright. Well, this Saturday is when I move, so I mean, I'm like 90% confident that internet will hook up and everything will be fine, but it might not, so
Okay.
I guess we'll find out. I'll have my phone either way, so
User
I'll let you guys
disconnected
know.
from your channel.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, if you have your phone, you just connect in, and do that. We can do the rolls for you or whatever.
That's true. Fucking Derek could stream and I could watch the stream.
There you
Yeah, I can see if I can set up the stream.
Okay. So with all that done, I guess we're pausing as we decide to continue to where the bugbear led us,
We have to go northeast.
because we as characters are not there to clear a dungeon. We're there to kill the spider. And when the fucking bugbear says there's a drow northeast of us, we go there.
That's fair. Yeah.
There's no way around that in my mind. Okay.
So, how attached are you to the heavy armor aspect of your character?
Very.
Well,
I'm
you
I'm
picked up a
attached-
feat for it.
I'm attached
Yeah.
to a fairly I'd say a 30% mindless heavy armor character.
Wait,
So-
what?
What are
So what I offered was, instead of the without heavy armor limit, I offered disadvantage on all dexterity saves and a permanent -1 to AC, and I think that's fair, because it totally eliminates the. I mean, if something needs to move me, I'm mindless and I'm in heavy armor, so I fail in dexterity saves. If like the wall falls on me, I don't see it coming, so dexterity fails, disadvantage permanently, and then a -1 to AC always, because that aspect of a percentage of mindlessness removes a little bit of my ability to work the heavy armor as well as I could have. I think it offsets advantage on strength. What was it again?
This will be the barber.
See, but I think if you, I know that's your character, but mechanically speaking, you'd actually be better off just going barbarian instead of that, because while you're raging, you're going to get full resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, not just the 3 points. And you'll
I was
have
just gonna
one
say-
less AC than your deal.
I was just gonna say a big deal here. What is the hit dice for the fighter? A 10-sided die?
Yeah, and it's 12 for the barbarian.
Right. So what does rage do?
It has
Yes, it's-
advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When you make a melee attack using strength, you gain bonus damage that increases with your level as a barbarian, which is a rage die. And then you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So the rage lasts for 1 minute, and you can do it twice, I think.
Then what does the unarmored defense do while you're not wearing any?
That
Dex plus your con.
if you take your armor off, you have 10 plus your dex plus your con as your base. So, and you can use shields. So he would be a 17 AC instead of 19, and then have while raging have resistance to the same damages.
So you won't accept my deal? Because I would much rather go with the. Man.
Well, so what we'd have to do, well,
What?
if we took away the resistance part of rage, I could see the deal working.
Can you give me the rage pop up again so I can read it?
I've got to go, guys.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
All right, good
yeah.
night, man.
If you gotta go,
Good night.
go.
Yeah. I'll see y'all later.
See you, man.
User disconnected from your channel.
How would you feel about being a paladin?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay.
There's a new kind of paladin you can be too.
Is it less good? I guess.
It's the Oath of the
You're
Crown.
already a good character.
Well, I foresee Hind being a dynamic character that changes into a he degenerates. He stops being so good. He goes neutral.
Oath of the Crown
Well-
is sworn to the ideals of civilization, be it the spirit of a nation, fealty to a sovereign, or service to a deity of law and rulership.
Nope.
Paladin, you don't like that?
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's Hind is degenerating out of a good person because of how shitty his childhood was, and then he tried to improve it by joining the Royal Guard. Like, I'm gonna give everything into joining the Guard and improving everybody's lives that I know and care about so we can get back Thunder Tree. And he achieves everything he dreamed of, and then the Guard says, no, we're not gonna do that. And they pretty much say, fuck you, Hind. So Hind is not hot on law or 100% good. He's pretty burnt. That burnt him really bad. So he's good for now, but I foresee him going neutral overall. Neutral.
As far as being a tank, this is pretty awesome though. You get Channel Divinity Crown, Champion Challenge. You issue a challenge that compels other creatures to do battle with you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from you. And at 7th level, you get the ability to use your reaction to magically substitute your health for one of a target creature taking damage instead of them.
Holy shit! Wait, say that last one again. What was the limit to that?
7th level, when a creature within 5 feet of you takes damage, you use your reaction to take the damage instead of them.
Within 5 feet of me. Okay.
Right, so you like jump in front of the sword or
But
whatever.
I would have to also already be in front of you. Okay.
Oh man. 20th level. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. Your allies have advantage on death saving throws while 30 feet from you, and you have advantage on wisdom saving throws, as do all your allies within 30 feet.
So this
Damn.
is a type of paladin you're talking about?
Yeah, the Oath of the Crown.
Wow.
But, you know, it's all government, so don't worry.
It's all government. I like what I heard. That is very cool.
Might have to work with him to write a new class for you.
Dude, seriously, because I love who I am, but I need that advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. That's the only thing I need out of all of that rage. I would give up everything in rage for advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
So you think you want to start being a barbarian instead of a fighter?
No, I want to be a fighter with that one single aspect of level 1 barbarian, which is a pretty small factor in my mind.
Well, let's look at it this way. What do you get out of being a level 20 fighter?
Good question.
20
'Cause
is
if
a
you-
long fucking ways away.
That's not the point. In the end, in the very long run of things, What's going to happen here is you'll get to level 20 and you'll be a level 19 fighter and a level 1 barbarian, and that is what you'll get. All you get out of being a level 20 fighter,
Yeah,
though,
but
is third attack.
like Kazan pointed out to begin with, that's number crunching. That's not matching role playing
You
or
would
character.
lose a third
No, it
extra
is
attack.
though. Right, it is though, because it can determine everything based off of what your ability does when you're
Based
level
off
20.
numbers in a table, not based off who Hind is.
It's not numbers, it's abilities and
N-
what your character can do.
Numbers. The numbers are level 19 fighter and 1 berserker. That's numbers. I'm not basing who
Okay.
Hind is now off who Hind will be at level 20 because it's a long fucking ways away and has nothing to do with character. That's number crunching. That's not who he is now.
Okay.
Look at who he is now. He saw that person and smashed him through the door and fucking tackled him mindlessly and tried to bash him into the ground. That's not a
Yeah,
fighter, but it's also not just a barbarian.
Right, but right now you're also having the difficult decision of having to give up your heavy armor.
I'm trying
Otherwise,
to
it's
figure out a way
pointless,
to
and that's
basically
that's the
customize a
whole
class
thing.
for Hind. I'm trying to see
and
if Kai
that's
can.
why I'm trying to explain to you, like,
That you can't do that
can't
because you're not
just
Kai. You don't get to say he can't do that.
okay,
I mean,
well,
the
that's
input's
not
good
what I'm
from
saying,
everybody.
but whatever.
So if you didn't make it to level 20 fighter, you would lose the 4th attack per turn.
I would give that up as well.
So at 11, you're going to get 3 attacks per turn, and then at 20, you jump to 4. But for Battlemaster, there's nothing past 15. So
Yeah.
Right, there you go. I'm just saying to weigh options because it can be extremely disappointing when you get to level 20. You gave up something amazing so that you can get an advantage on strength checks.
Strength
Like,
checks and strength saving throws, which has been a huge part of everything that Hind has done so far.
right now, I'm just trying to look out for you when we are later in the game. You get to level 20. Like, I'm just
So
saying
that-
for me, at level 20, there's a lot for cleric. So I can't just be like, oh, I'm going to take another level in another class because I know at level 20, when I get to level 20, I'm going to be so disappointed in the fact that I made a stupid decision a year ago. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to protect you from that. But there isn't any downsides. All I was trying to do was give you a tiny bit of insight there.
Right, and I hear you and agree with you. But, dude, every time he boots in a door, strength check. Every time he tackles somebody, strength check. Every time he tries to restrain somebody, strength check. Every time he tries to charge in first. I mean, that's
It sounds like something you want to do. Like I said, I'm not trying to argue against it. I'm just trying to give you insight, like I said.
okay.
Okay? So if you want to do that, great. I mean, that sounds good. I'm not trying to say it doesn't. I'm just saying.
So how about we make it a level of fighter, but I give up a major part of the fighter level to add that one aspect of barbarian into it.
So you don't want the resistance, you don't want the extra damage, you just want the saving throws?
I just want the strength checks and strength saving throws advantage. That's all I want.
Is there any other way to go about getting that besides that way? Sure,
Well,
there's magic
there's
items we
similar
can
ones,
encounter and
like
stuff.
feats and stuff.
There's nothing that dramatic though. I would give up a serious part of like my next serious level in fighter as long as it still counts as fighter. So I would still be a level 20 fighter, but I gave away part of that to have advantage on. I mean overall, look at it. Look at how awesome that fight was. I took out the dude, knocked him down to the ground, and everyone else charged around me to hit the other guy because they knew that how awesome that was going for me. It was really cool for gameplay. It was a lot of fun. I think that
How
was
about I start?
Was.
it was a
How about
really
I
cool
start
part.
studying all my spell books and stuff, and we start learning how to enchant your armor so that it feels lighter, and even though it's heavy, and it gives you, because it's so much lighter, and you have more freedom, you have more strength as well.
Might be more beneficial to learn to give more armor class benefits to lighter armor.
Yeah.
That
Casey,
way he
you
could
have any,
just put on a piece
ideas?
of medium armor.
What, Kai?
I was just wondering if Casey had any input.
Well, I was going to say something was mentioned about. I said something earlier about number crunching, and I don't consider planning your class out to be number crunching, really. I mean, I've looked at that and looked at multi-classing options for all of my characters. I don't consider that to be metagaming or anything like that. That's
Right.
a different
It's
thing.
It's trying to plan out what you're gonna do so that you don't reach a high level and realize that you've made a grave error.
The only thing that I would say, and this is completely up to Kai, I am really hesitant when it comes to anything homebrew, but that's just me. Because that kind of stuff has a tendency to
Kind
get
of tend towards that a little bit, but
it has a tendency to kind of get overpowered sometimes, and I'm just, if it were me, I would say go just by the books, but
Well,
it's up to Kai.
I'm definitely defaulting towards being a little more hurt.
how about this? Take away your proficiency on strength and con saves, and you get advantage on strength saves and checks.
So I get rid of proficiency on, say again?
So you'll drop from 4 to 2 on your saves for strength and con, but as you go on, that will be a larger loss. But you'll have advantages on your strength checks and your strength saves. So it will not drastically hurt you, but it will be painful as you go up, because normally it's like +4 right now, but when you're level 20, it's going to be like +8. So you would end up with like a by that time you'll probably be +4 and +4 anyway. But you'll lose that extra proficiency later, but you'll have the advantages on your strength things all the way through.
So I'll do better at breaking down doors and tackling dudes, but I'll be worse against defending against their attacks against me, basically.
It's kind of a toss-up, I'd say. I mean,
kind of, because
you can still roll 2 1s, or you can still roll 3 and a 4, but that proficiency bonus adds
huge
to your roll. So
right,
it's a hard call.
I don't know, dude. I think you should just abandon this whole concept.
You're gonna have so you have +2 right now. 5th level, it's gonna jump to +3. So you're gonna go to +5 for the saves, and then by the time your 15th level, it'll be +5. By the time your 20th level, it's +6. So that's actually probably too much to give up.
Yeah.
How about we trade proficiency and strength saves for advantages for those two? So you'll keep your proficiency in con, because that's like poison and a lot of these other effects.
I didn't have proficiency in strength?
You did, yeah, but if you give that up, we'll give you advantage on the other two.
So if I give up proficiency on strength saves,
you'll have advantage on them, and you'll also get advantage on strength checks.
I think that's way too complicated.
I think that's fair.
I'm just going to say it again. I kind of lean more towards by the book, but whatever you guys want to do, I'm not going to complain.
So as it is now, I would have save proficiency on strength and constitution. You're saying give up the proficiency on strength saves to gain advantage on strength ability and strength saves.
Yes.
Okay, here's
on board for that.
Hold on. I want you to take one more thing into account.
Okay.
If you have constant advantage on strength saves,
Uh-huh.
you're losing a +2 bonus to strength saves. This is just another point. I'm not trying to make you out of it.
Even without that, I still have +2 on my strength saves.
But whenever it would come to you actually getting an advantage to a strength check, that advantage means nothing at those points.
Because you'll have advantage +2, assuming you don't raise your strength, as opposed to advantage +8. Or just +8.
So it's either
See the
advantage
difference?
+2 or just flat +8
At level 20. So you're giving
at
up
level
40% for a second chance.
Yeah, dude, advantage is
difference?
so much better.
I way disagree, but
How many
I've
times?
done the math that's out there, but
How many
Well, if
times
you
have we
think
had
about
advantage
it-
and we drop a 2 and keep a 12, and it works, or better?
although, and how many times has a +5 given us the hit?
I would every time I would rather have had advantage.
Okay, if that's how you feel, then okay. But like Kai said, you're giving up 40% in the long run. That's a lot.
Is there any way we can test it?
Well, I'm giving up 40% flat for an extra dice roll where I always keep the better dice roll. That's fantastic. That's not measured in percentage, but that's really fucking good.
It can be.
Obviously,
can be.
it can fail, but so can +8.
Right, but that's
At
like I
level,
said, this is just your opinion.
yeah,
I disagree, but if that's how you feel, awesome, then do it. I'm just saying, keep in mind.
what you can see from this data is that it would take a +5 flat bonus on a d20 roll to make it universally better than advantage. So even if your target is an 11+, the odds of success are exactly the same, 75% for both.
So advantage would be better then.
However, before I take these results and decide that I agree that advantage is overpowered, let's look at what's happening on the other side of the scale.
Are you guys still in the program?
No, it's that link that I just linked there. Someone did the math on this very question.
Oh, wow.
The more I think about it, the more I'm starting to really like what advantage and disadvantage rules are doing to the math of D&D.
I agree. So it's right, what you offered was right on the verge of better or worse, and as far as the math goes, accepting the deal is just slightly better statistically wise.
So in that case, I almost want to take away the con too, then, because I mean you're getting an advantage for nothing. So
how about we keep the deal but make it a 3 instead of a 4?
I tell you what, you can take this at 6th level instead of a feat, or we'll make this a feat for you.
There we go.
There
Okay.
you go. Wow, that was way more complicated. Damn.
The point is I only half understand what's going on.
So talk me through it one last time so I know what's going on. At 6th level.
So at 6th level, you would get an ability score improvement as a fighter. So instead of raising your abilities and instead of picking a feat, you'll take this rage feat, which will take away your proficiency in strength, but give you advantage for strength abilities and saves.
I agree. I think that sounds totally fair.
Alrighty. So Dick, the barbarian class is basically like an angry Viking sort of class, and their thing is no armor, just kind of like a loincloth and a bandolier, and then you can go into like this bloodthirsty rage where you do extra damage, you take less damage, and you advantage on strength checks, and Hind has always been all about I go into a rage, and I'm like barbarian would be perfect for him. The problem is it specifically says it doesn't work with heavy armor, and that's like a huge part of his character. So we were trying to find a way to get him the flavor of the rage and some kind of mechanical benefits for that, while at the same time not drastically destroying his character. That helps explain what was going on.
We're basically discussing him suddenly degenerating into a massive double axe and just blood rage with a loincloth, or him staying a knight with full set of armor in front of you. I didn't want to get rid of all
keep
of
your
his
clothes
armor.
on.
Yeah, exactly. um.
It's totally me called Rage of the Homeless.
So if I'm losing proficiency in both strength and con, do you think we could put in
Okay.
No, just strength, because it's gonna
So,
replace the feat.
even this table
Gotcha.
right here,
Okay.
the table right here, what it's saying is, in order for a flat bonus to outweigh the advantage, you'd have to be receiving a flat +5 bonus.
And he would get
favor.
that at 13th level.
But by that
So-
point, I can be adding points into my strength to add flat bonus over there and outweigh the difference.
So basically, in the whole context here, a flat +8 bonus is far better than advantage.
So I just need to make sure to put in enough strength to
Outweigh the disadvantage of the flat bonus, right?
Okay, I can do that. So when I hit level 5, I'll put both my points into strength, and then at level 6, we'll do that. Take away my proficiency in strength saves, and give me advantage on strength saves and strength abilities.
Wait, what?
What? No. Because you can't just take a feat at level 6. You have to give up it'd be at level 8. Wouldn't it?
No,
For fighters, it's at 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's what I was saying.
Oh, that is strong.
Ollie, sorry. He actually gets 6 and increases throughout the rogue abilities.
Wow. So is the dwarf just the standard, or the cleric just the standard 4, 8, 12, 16? Get an attribute bonus at 20.
Well,
Cleric,
I mean, as many abilities as I have, look at how little damage I do. And I don't have your utility abilities.
You're right.
The only thing I have is an AC, and that's only because I've specifically built towards that. So it makes sense that I have...
Losing out on a proficiency hurts your damage.
I'm only losing proficiency on strength saves. It doesn't take away from my damage.
Oh, you're not
There it
losing...
is. There it is right there.
Oh, you're right. There it is right there. What?
Click the Rage of the Homeless in chat.
Rage of the Homeless. I like it because of Thunder Tree. It fits. It really fits. Gain advantage on strength saves and checks. Fuck yeah. So that's a thing I can take at level 6. Yeah? Okay, cool. So level 5, my only option is +1 on 2 or +2 on 1.
Oh,
Well,
you
no,
don't get one at
5. 5, you get an extra attack.
Oh, okay, I
Which is
see.
going to be awesome,
Right.
because then you can do your distracting thing or whatever and still attack at the same time.
Right, exactly. Okay. Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Cool. I'm glad we could find something that works for you.
I agree. Because it adds to the flavor of combat, basically, in a big way.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, sure.
Hind is pissed and he loses his mind and breaks down a door and bashes a man through a wall. Okay, holy shit. Well,
Oh, that bugbear totally died.
Oh, I get 5 ability
Did he
scores
really?
improvements as well.
He made 4 checks, but he didn't quite get out of the cave and he failed the last one.
I feel like such an asshole now.
I love it because
You shouldn't, because it was all of the extra punches and headbutts and stuff from Hein that did the extra damage to him.
Okay, now I don't feel so bad. Now it's Hein's fault.
I
Oh,
wanted to
see,
shock him to death.
Pasha, this is something I need to talk to Kai with in detail about, because at level 20, the reason is so relevant. Because I was like, I know at level 20, cleric is there's something relevant there, and the relevance is I get my excuse me, I get my improvement to divine intervention, where once a week I can pray to my god, and he'll pretty much answer a wish.
Right. For fighter, his battlemaster class doesn't have anything. His last one is 15, and then the fighter itself at 20 is just that 4th attack per turn.
See, that would piss me off if I made it to level 20 and I was only a level 19.
But what we're doing is I still get another level 2 my
Right, no,
fighter.
I'm
Well,
just
so
saying.
yeah, he's not doing
I'm
that
just
because we
saying, for
didn't do the
me,
barbarian.
right, I'm just
I'm glad
saying,
you
for
pointed
me,
that
I
out,
can't
'cause
multi-class.
I'm glad you pointed that out because it definitely made this fair overall. So we're not like, oh, I get half a barbarian and I'm nerfed as a fighter. This way,
Yeah.
I'm still a fighter to level 20, but I give away something to keep. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. I like
Cool.
this.
I'm glad I could help.
Hmm.
But
At level 20, you get to choose 2 third-level wizard spells as your signature spells, like Fireball and Lightning Bolt. You always have these spells prepared, and they don't count against the number of spells you have prepared, and you can cast each of them once without expending a spell slot.
Nice.
what the fuck? Wow.
That'll be fun. I had a question on some of this feat stuff.
They go in
Since, you know-
shoes. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my god. So, Kai made a suggestion to me that do like a thing where, remember, I was kind of playing on the idea of, like, what if I actually touched like someone's weapon with my shocking grasp, and because of that, it was like infused with the electric energy and kind of gave an advantage to the attack. When we thought about doing something about studying that for a while, and then it's something that I learned to be able to do with it. What if that's something that's actually kind of like part of a feat thing too? Because I was thinking about doing like the spell sniper or something, or like
That's a good one.
wardcaster kind of feat on the next one when it comes around. It's a while away, but I don't know. What do you think?
Your ability to come up with another spell would not be tied to a feat. You wouldn't have to give up that, because that's just part of our.
Well, like it's like an
thing.
addition of the spell, not really another one. Would you say?
Well, yeah, I mean, like we would, you write your own spell basically,
Okay.
and you're able to do that without giving up a feat. So, I would absolutely tell you to pick spell sniper. That's a really good one.
I think that gives me another cantrip too.
Yes. Oh, and you could do what is it called? Eldritch Blast.
What's that?
It's badass.
Where is it?
It's a warlock spell.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's right. I can
dude?
learn a cantrip from any of those.
So-
Okay.
120 feet, a beam of crackling energy strikes towards a creature within range, makes spell range attack, and 1d10 force damage.
But that bases off of charisma. Well, I would kind of have a disadvantage on that spell, wouldn't I?
No, you use intelligence as your spell modifier.
But it says warlock is for charisma.
Well, yeah, but this would be you'd learn it as a thing. Oh wait, no, you're right.
The ability says for this depends on the spell list you choose from.
Oh, okay. So yeah, never mind. Don't do that then. Because you got like an
Probably
8,
best
right?
with like intelligence or wisdom. Which ones are wisdom for cleric or druid? I mean, how would it affect the 8 versus like the 12?
Martial archetype feature.
Just the strength or the ability to hit it?
Martial archetype feature.
Well, it would be a -1 versus a +1.
Strive damage. Champion Battlemaster.
I wonder if that could be something that has like a better chance of hitting, since it's kind of at a disadvantage on strength.
The archetype I choose grants the features at 3rd, 7th, 15th, 10th, and 19th. Holy shit!
You should get Green Flame Blade. You make a melee attack. If it hits, Green Flame leaps from the target to a different creature.
Sounds interesting.
So, at level 7, I choose a new martial archetype feature, and I can choose again between Champion, Battlemaster, or Eldritch Knight.
Wait, what?
No, you have to choose the one that you already gone down.
Okay.
Right, so you'll go back into Battlemaster and choose another feature from there.
You'll get it automatically.
But what does
so
it give
know
me?
your
It lets
enemy
me.
is going to be the next one. So at 7th level, if you spend 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside combat, you can learn information about it.
Where
Oh,
do
sorry,
I
go
see
ahead.
that?
So this will be abilities, and this says Battlemaster. You click the little head next to that, and then it's the features at the bottom of that.
You lost me. In the library?
Nope, on your character sheet. The abilities tab, 3rd one down.
Battlemaster.
And then go to the bottom of that, and it's the features.
Know your enemy.
So you've got combat severity, you got student war, you're gonna get
Starting at
know your
7th
enemy.
level. Oh, okay.
And then at 10th level, your spirity dice turn into D10s, and at 18th level into D12s.
Gotcha.
And then 15th level is when you get the relentless, where, wow, when you roll initiative, you have no dice left, you get 1 die back.
There
I
it
meant
is.
to ask, how many bodyguards did that bugbear tell us he had? 1 or 2?
1.
Okay. I had written down 2, and I was thinking that wasn't right because there's 2 drow. There's the black spider and the bodyguard, right?
Presumably.
Okay.
What's indomitable?
Can't be beaten. Can't be dominated.
Well, obviously.
You asked.
I know what the word means. What's the ability? It says level 9, indomitable, 1 use.
Wait, where's that at?
In my class, fighter. 9th level, indomitable.
It's the bottom of your class fighter, or fighter class thing. Getting a 9th level, you can re-roll a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must take the new roll, and you can't use this feature again until the long rest.
Gotcha.
13th level, you can do it twice. 17th level, 3 times. So really, you have like triple advantage on strength saves.
After I take that new feature, fuck yeah. I'm very happy with our new deal. I mean, yeah, it'll cost me, but it'll help me play the character, and that's what's important to me.
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
Sorcerers look cool. Complicated, but cool.
Yeah, sorcerers are neat. Warlocks are pretty cool too. That Eldritch
they're
class
both
for
cool.
them, seriously vicious.
I think
Yeah.
if I was a mage type, I'd be a warlock for sure.
I would always be a warlock, but I've never really looked at sorcerers because they've never made a lot of sense. It's different.
I would seriously consider making a sorcerer wild mage someday.
Thanks for working with me on that, Kai.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, that was the other thing. What thing would each of you really like? Well, except for Drax.
What?
What kind of thing are you referring to?
I'm thinking just like one kind of signature item or something. So like, Drax, you've got the Lightbringer, and then Aiden's got that new thing.
Oh, I see.
So is there?
Hind is all about his shield.
Okay, so it'd be some. All right.
His god is Helm. He's all about the shield. Jax, you weren't here when we decided that. Hind's god is Helm, god of protection.
Ah. Nice.
So Hind's probably gonna find like a legendary buckler.
Fuck yeah.
Just this teeny little watch-sized shield.
Oh wait, no.
Nice.
The bigger the better.
So much better than anything.
No.
Which is really teeny.
No. That's awful.
Hey, there's still that animated shield back at the magic shop.
That was
see if I
pretty.
can get that.
That was pretty cool, but that was a lot of thousands of dollars. Money, gold.
For Ollie, I don't know why, but I keep coming back to a cloak of invisibility.
Fucking buckler. I would be so upset. Hind finds his
You're already
destined
basically
legendary
invisible.
weapon, and it's this tiny little watch-sized shield. No.
No, that's why that's just the first thing that pops in my head. I probably think of something else when I'm not so tired.
It'd be kind of cool to have the ability to like blink in a sense. Like for example, you can, as the action, blink to a target and like execute like a touch spell. Like be able to go back to your starting position or something, or use a short sword.
I guess if you needed more ideas, a better one-handed sword for Hind. If the shield isn't
There's
enough.
a level 3 blink spell.
How does it work?
For clerics.
Or a wizard?
So
What's
you roll a
cleric?
d20. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane. At the start of your next turn, if you're in the ethereal plane, you can return to an unoccupied space of your choice you can see within 10 feet of the space you vanished from.
Basically, what I was thinking, like it's all in the same move.
That sounds really powerful.
It depends on how often you can use it.
Wow, sorcerers are crazy. They get like points
Yeah, sorcerer
they
points.
have throughout the day. Yeah, and they can use those points at level 3 to manipulate their magic to do a whole bunch of shit. Like, one of them is you can use sorcerer points, change the casting time on a spell from one action to a bonus action.
Yeah. Tiberius in
Fucking
Critical
cool.
Role, he does that a lot. I will cast this, and then I'll spend sorcerer points to cast this, and then I spend more to do this.
Yep.
Matt's like, no, dude, you're getting a little overboard.
Yeah, there's a reason he's no longer on the show.
Hey Kai, what about as like a defensive thing? It's like maybe something he finds later on that someone created. You can only use it so often, but basically you can. It's almost like a reaction dash. You can like move, say, like 10 feet over or something to kind of like avoid like a powerful attack or something.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Could be useful, maybe. I don't know.
Well, if all of that is decided, I'm gonna crash.
Yeah, I need to get some sleep too.
Alright, guys.
Me 3.
How long does Riddick have to study about his shocking grasp spell?
I need to look that up. It's gonna be a while though, and we're gonna have to get out of combat and have downtime for that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Disconnected.